see. How's the mic doing? Good enough, I think. Turn this up. Good, good, good. Hi, Flava. I'm out of the kitchen. Good to see you. Dropping down our music so it's not so loud. All right. Am I too loud now? Maybe. Hang on. Hey, Sam is here. Hi, Sam. We got Darth Roney, the pie. How was the poo? I'll let you know later. No, yeah, the pie was great. Never too loud. Oh, Dewey, are you challenging me? Hello, Cheeky Healer. Hello, Sassy Girly. It looked so good. Thank you. I did post a finished photo in the Discord. Let me see if I did that right. Your food. Yes. Hey, let me see if I can share that with y'all, because I know not everybody's on the Discord. Let's see, where's Discord? Too many window captures. Let's try that. Ah, perfect. Okay. Let's shrink this down just a little bit. First of all, I love the Your Food channel. You guys post some really delicious things. Like Bunnyco posted that. It was like salmon sashimi. So good. We've also got here the special desserts. I was actually really impressed that the upside down cake unpanned. That's not the word. Very nicely. It was the thing I was worried about. I was like, ugh. I've heard that like sometimes the fruit can stick to the bottom, and everyone says always like, well, you gotta unpan it, uncake plate it, whatever, while it's warm. But we were traveling with it, you know, for like an hour and a half drive, and so I'm like, it's not gonna be warm by the time we get there. But I put it on their stove. Like, it was on a cookie sheet to just hold the thing because it was pretty warm. And then by the time we got there, it wasn't. I put it on their stove and kind of turned on the range just very low to kind of warm up the bottom to get that caramel nice and, like, gooey. Flipped it over. Perfect. And they had a square plate. It says, "You are special," or something like that, but all you can see is special. But there it is. Special peach upside down cake. And strawberry rhubarb pie, bebop or rebop. And I've never had a homemade strawberry rhubarb pie. It was good. I enjoyed it. I think they both came out good. I'm biased. I was just kind of, you know, like you're always kind of expecting, like maybe it'll be bad. You know what I mean? So, hooray. Hey, Globalogia Magic. How you doing? Good to see you here. Oh my goodness, I missed so many people. Richie, sorry you haven't got your headphones as they broke. Ah, no worries, Richie. We love you. Love, Richie. I know that, you know, sign language is different. Not in America. Maybe the alphabet's the same, I hope. Oh, a hug from Silent Elegance. Thank you, Silent Elegance. Punk Fiend, good morning to you. Good punky morning. Okay, big hugs and then hi. Okay, good. Phew, got to get our priorities straight. Thank you. The small mic is back at least temporarily. I mean, not temporarily. Ideally, it should be back full time. I haven't had my friend do the levels and the adjusting on it, so it might still be a little like crackly or whatever, but hopefully that gets fixed. I just can't straighten the studio while I'm wired to a thing. You know, that doesn't work. If you're trying to walk over there and put balloons away, if you have to like take off your headset every time you do that, that's not super helpful. Sassy Girly, thank you. Thank you. Yes, Dewey, you know the struggle. Yeah. You want bites? I wish. If I could digitally send slice of pie to all of you, I would. I honestly would. Want bites? If only had straight rhubarb pie. Didn't know you could make something tasty. And turns out, rhubarb, apparently notoriously like kind of tart and bitter. But when you add strawberries and a ton of sugar, it's like you can barely even taste actually, the recipe I had was mostly strawberries, and then about, I would say like a third, maybe even less, like less than a third of like rhubarb to strawberries, much heavier on the strawberries, and then half of an orange zest and juice. This is the official, again, we're going with sign language. The zest and the juice of half an orange. I think that's orange, but I could be wrong. It was delicious. That was probably orange the color, not orange the fruit. Yes, sorry and hello, Chris. Good to see you. Solo Jago! How come I didn't hear that at all? I tell you. I think I just, but I'm so loud. That can't be right. Hang on. Am I crazy loud in the mix? I don't know. I never know. Well, don't worry. This is what audio is going to fix. But thank you so much, Solo Jago. 43 months. In the last month that I am 43. I'll be turning 44 on July 2nd of this year. It's coming up. SharpBalloons summer. Yes. I love that. Solo Jago. Forever. Endless SharpBalloons summer. Cheeky Healer, speaking of sign language, is a K-pop group of guys that are hard of hearing. They use American Sign Language, Korean Sign Language, and International Sign Language. What? I would love to check that out. To see it incorporated in like those super precise like choreography would be fantastic. Dewey, it's true. It's true. You heard it. Okay, Flav. As long as it was audible, but that means that my monitor needs to be adjusted. It's fine. It's fine. Who cares if I can hear it, right? Hi, Solo Jago. Thank you so much. That's a long time. 43 months. Holy moly's. All right, friends. We took a little break yesterday and did some baking, a bacon break. But that is not what we're doing today. Today, I've mentioned it before a few times, so it's like, come on, Shana, is still the situation? Yes, still the situation. Got to get situation here officially cleaned for outside viewers. Do you want to see what it looks like in here? I will show you. I've got this set up and ready. This is my my phone camera. So like here, you're like, oh, it's basically the same. But then we turn it this way. And it's like, oh, yeah, no. Okay, it is kind of a mess. Balloons on the floor there. Those need to be, like, kind of sorted. The cart, the return cart of balloons. We've got the slowly desiccating Trump balloon. And then back behind my theater flat here, we've got our shelf of many colors. Enjoy my fancy LED light. Some balloons on the floor, lots of balloons that need to be popped around here. Lots and lots of that. I mostly have kind of got those off to the side. But we've got our work cut out for us. Oh, hello there, Katie Bear! With 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah! Welcome. Hello. How are you doing? Oh, friends. If we have not met, my name is Shana Sharp, and I'm the best balloon artist in the world. Or at least the most humble. And it's so lovely that you found me, Katie Bear. Thank you for bringing your friends here. It is an honor to be trusted with your precious community. Hello, Katie Bear. What are your 2 favorite colors today? I'm going to make you a balloon right now. Let's go. Let's do it. Let's make it happen. Vlad for the win. Hello, Vlad. How are you? Katie Bear, you were streaming ALVCC. What is ALVCC? Is it a wait, let me guess. All love verified creator convention. That's right. Only verified love creators. Darth Vader. It's got to be black and red if you were on the dark side like this. Oh, amazing Las Vegas. The amazing Las Vegas. Is there like, wait, okay, but I have to ask, is there just a normal Las Vegas comic convention? And then this other place where like, you know what? We're better than that comic convention. We're the amazing Las Vegas comic book convention. Well, yeah. It's all about how you sell it. I've got some balloons, which are important tools in my trade. Hello, wonderful friends of Katie Bear. Thank you for coming over to the Balloon Lady. You got in line at the birthday party. Here's the balloon. So what were you, how was it, Katie Bear? How did you find the amazing Las Vegas comic book convention? Circus comic convention, not as good. Too many clowns, you say? Red. A red. It's the dark side balloon. I made a lot of lightsabers at a birthday party this last weekend. And generally speaking, if ever there's a red request, I kind of, give my condolences to the parents. Because I don't know if you've noticed, it doesn't usually end well for the parents of the red saber wielders. It's your favorite convention. You always do really well. How many times have you been there? How many years? Is it an annual thing? That would be my guess. But, very cool. Just squeaking down to find the halfway point of this lightsaber. Twist it right there. 3 years. They were your very first con when you started doing art. I love that. How large are they? Are they like more of a, like Las Vegas, I feel like it could go either way. It could either be like an intimate, like indie kind of convention, or it could be like in fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada. I used to do more comic conventions before I was a balloon clown. I know, there was a before time. That was like literally 20 years ago. Jeez. And my first comic convention was San Diego Comic Convention, which is kind of like weird to start at the top. I lived in San Diego at the time. But I ended up going to I really enjoyed the Small Press Expo. And I liked APE was a super fun comic convention. I don't even remember what APE stands for, but it was in the Bay Area. It was great. WonderCon in the Bay Area was awesome. SDCC is great. You staff San Diego Comic-Con now. I bet it's so... I literally haven't been to San Diego Comic Convention. My last one was 2006. It's been almost 20 years since my last San Diego Comic-Con. What? I'm a mother now. The next time I go to San Diego Comic-Con, it will probably be with my son in tow. You did WonderCon in Feb, and you'll be at LACC this year too. Fantastic. When is LACC? I'm so out of the loop now. I don't even know. I can tell you when the first day of LA Unified School District is. Oh, no. Is it nobody's? Either way, Nobdies. Thank you. Yes, it's called Muscle Memory. And again, I've been doing this by the end of July. It will be my 19-year anniversary. Miami Beach Balloon Guy, hello. How are you? Good to see ya. All right, let's do that. Let's write you on here, Katie Bear. Thank you so much for bringing your folks over. We love Katie Bear. If you would like to, if you're looking to expand the creators that you follow on this platform, you like art, you like conventions, you like Darth Vader, Drop a follow to Katie Bear. You will not be disappointed. Thank you so much for bringing your friends over here, Katie Bear. I've got you on the Raid lightsaber. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, lady, that doesn't look like a lightsaber. And you're right, it doesn't look like a lightsaber, but it does sound like one. Yeah! I would be slaughtered immediately in the real Star Wars. What's the word? Wars? Yeah. It's fine. Would there be a place for me in the Empire or the Rebellion? I don't think so. Oh, Crane Couple streams their time at SDCC every year, so you feel like you're there. Mr. Sharp is here, and he's brought me water. Thank you, my love. Mr. Sharp is here. Finally back in Miami. Does it feel good, Miami Beach? Crane Couple, they are like IRL goals. They're great at taking people places and showing off situations, experiences. Turn up your mic there, mister. Hello.
Hey, pals.
Good day to you, Mr. Sharp.
Good day to you, ma'am.
And everyone wants to know, how did my desserts taste?
Great.
That's right.
I was happy to leave half of the pie there because that meant that you would have to make another one here.
That's true. I did promise the grandparents that I would make. They weren't able to attend with us. The Sharp grandparents were not able to come with us to my parents' party. Feeling a little under the weather. That's not a birthday gift you want to bring somebody. Here's a persistent respiratory infection for your 81st birthday. So instead, they sat it out, but I assured them I would remake the pie, so I will make yet another one. And I feel like this next time I can do better on the top, you know? Like, it's cute, but we could do better.
Hey, Chris. Yeah, we'll do some fantasy football this year.
When does that start?
Man, I think it starts in like August or September.
Okay.
So I'm not...
I don't know.
Let me see what opening day of football is.
I don't know.
They open fantasy football leagues well before the season, and so people get excited. But I am, what is it? Incapable of excitement.
Yes, that's it. That's it. Cutie dolls with 260. You know what? I think cutie dolls work just fine with 260s. They're like smaller and even, dare I say, more cutie. More cutie.
Even more.
Dewey's asking if we left the rhubarb half of the strawberry rhubarb pie. I mean, it was all mixed in. You couldn't tell. I gotta say, I thought it tasted pretty good.
At the end of the day, I think we all came away happy for rhubarb, but just as confused as we were going in about why it's there and what its purpose is. And
I will say I've had like plain strawberry pie where it's just like strawberries pie. And I'm like, this is very sweet. And it's not a very complex flavor. So I believe that the rhubarb probably added to the flavor of the pie. Honestly, I was more aware of the orange, of the citrus, because there's the orange zest and juice in there. But I don't know if I was like, if my brain put the orange and the rhubarb flavor together as like this is tart. And it adds to the, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I'd like to try and make it either with just the rhubarb and strawberry, or, you know,
strawberry and orange and no rhubarb.
I mean, some people are saying
rhubarb and orange,
plain rhubarb pie, which is like,
I mean,
what?
there is such a thing as rhubarb pie.
Yeah,
that's out there. Do it.
Yasarian, your mom loves strawberry rhubarb. It's good. Strawberry pie with Jell-O filling. Ooh, that sounds delicious. Yum-a-roo. Hello, Echo. How are you doing? Good to see you. So yeah, today we're basically going to be cleaning up our super bonkers balloon studio. Katie Bear just rolled in with a huge raid. Mr. Sharp, and
Kitty bears.
we're saying hi. They just
Kitty
wrapped
bears.
up at the amazing Las Vegas comic book convention.
I think it's fine for a comic book convention to call themselves that. That's within the tradition.
Honestly, it's very Silver Age.
The Amazing Spider-Man. Are there other Spider-Man?
Are there uncanny
Are there candy
conventions? Are there canny X-Men?
X-Men? Right.
This is an excellent question.
And if there aren't,
Questions one should address.
if it's just because it makes it more awesome, then shouldn't a comic book convention also make itself more awesome?
That's true.
More amazing.
More awesomazing.
More Excelsior.
There you go. More Excelsior,
More.
not Excelsior. Yeah, I know, Mr. Sharp. I'm going to pump you up here. Talk a little again, Mr. Sharp.
Talk a little again. Talk more later. Before? No.
That was a good range of all your volume levels. We're never going to get a perfectly solid Mr. Sharp mic, but I think that's better. A perfect Mr. Sharp?
Or a perfect volume. Because I don't talk at one volume.
You don't talk at one volume. Who does? But you also have a handheld, which makes it extra complicated.
Cousin
Extra complicated.
loves the Jello and crust, and you like the Jello and strawberries. So we trade parts. You joke you can't eat it without each other. Except who gets
That's
all the
cute.
Jello?
That's cute. I like that. Okay, all right. So I kind of showed off a little bit of the disaster that is the studio, Mr. Sharp. I hope you don't mind. But this is our phone camera here showing we've got. Oh, it's a little delayed. There we go. There's some balloons on the ground there. There's some balloons there in that cart that need to be sorted out. This is the old deflating Trump let them eat cake balloon, and then those are the shelves of balloons that I need to load everything up onto. So got my work cut out for me here. But yeah. Welcome, and
This is going to join you in the cleaning. Great. Many hands make light work. You
Yes.
Start with popping
Okay,
the balloons, or
you start gathering all like
get
the
you a
bundled
broom and
balloons.
sweep it up?
No. You go ahead and do the at-home version of the SharpBalloons game show. This is a bag full of balloons that need to be popped. In fact, I have more to add to it.
I have a bunch more. You want some of those?
Yeah, we got a lot of balloons that need to be popped. Just balloons that are taking up space. That is really the thing with balloons is when they're inflated, they take up a lot more space than when they're not inflated. Weird, right? So deflating, yes. Hundreds of beautifully colored balloons. I think that they're all quite beautifully colored. Man, I saw someone on Instagram posted like a reel kind of calling out a brand on like the quality of the balloons. Eating popcorn, my friends. Eating popcorn. They're brave enough to say the thing that I was not brave enough to say. Look at this. I think this corn's a little old. Oh no, I headbanged my mohawk right off. Well, it's beautiful. And I have a little flower here. Where do I have scissors? Oh, we have like 88 pairs of scissors, and none of them are right by me. You say this. A box under the desk. I believe there are probably some on the cart. I just believe the cart is covered. Let's see. Oh, there. Yeah. Good job. Box of scissors. Hey, Mr. Sharp. A whole hamper of balloons. Hey! Oh, K-pop fan mom, thank you. We do need to hydrate. Let's do that, everybody. Playing the at-home version. SharpBalloons cleans the studio. Let's drink some water. It's good for your body. I feel like we did the Michael Jackson eating popcorn. Whoops, wrong camera. Out of balloon. Let's see. I'm gonna find it. See, I'll search for in balloon pics, and I'll search for popcorn. There it is. I actually took a couple pictures of him, like one with it in his mouth and one with his hand down. It's so good. It's so good. I shouldn't have expanded it, so there it is. This is it in the search window. Maybe I can open link, and then I'll open it in the Firefox one. Let's remove that one. Yeah, I'd like to. And what about this one? Yeah. This is me just figuring out how to do things. Whoop, Mr. Sharp, bringing more inflated balloons that are a mess. Here we go, and now this is ready anytime we want to showcase a balloon from the Discord. Boom! Ooh, a haiku has been redeemed by Glitchy Links. A haiku, you say? Haiku do you do, friends? A haiku has been redeemed. So let's all breathe in and out. Please compose for us a haiku that's 5 syllables, 7 syllables, 5 syllables on the topic of summer vacation. Some of you might even remember what that is. Summer vacation haiku. And hello, Glitchy Links. How are you? Good to see you. Flava's heading out. Bye. We love you, Flava. Reboot your flesh mech. It's important. Turn it off and on again. More. Look at all of this. This was a sample for putting together that big baseball head that I did earlier, if you remember that. Here's our Din Tai Fung guy that lives in the OC requested. He's still looking good because he's mostly like large balloons, and large balloons last longer. Here's some old Raid lightsabers. They're around. Here's some more. We end up getting quite a few of those. I know that's going to shock you. It's my sample Smurfette for the Smurfs movie job. Still haven't heard if that's happening. A teeny little Bowser balloon. His little head. Look at his little Bowser head. His head has shrunk. The rest of his body doing okay. Shrunken head Bowser. Let's get on this. Started a new asthma medication. The first time you've been able to breathe with me on cue. Cheeky. Well, that's good. They are, Amy Roberts. I gotta say, I like the design, at the very least, the character designs for the Smurfs are better. I can't speak as to the writing, but the character designs look more like the original Smurf art, which their last attempts were not it. The weird, I mean, it's the same kind of thing that they ran into with the original design for Sonic the Hedgehog. Do you remember that? And they got so much pushback that they actually held the movie back a bit and redid the designs and all of the animation, and they were better for it, right? I feel like nobody cared enough about Smurfs to really get up in their socials and be like, how dare you, Birthday King. This was potentially going to be for the DJT balloon. I also have a 36-inch foil in case anyone wants. Got a lot of crowns. And the letter Y, brought to you by the letter Y. Let's see, I'll throw on the haiku music again. Summer vacation. Is there a good summer vacation haiku? Let's see. School's out for summer. Now what do we do today? Let's plan for next year. That's my summer vacation. Let's plan for next year during this time off so that we can have a plan. Because we don't. We don't have a plan. If you don't know why, don't ask why. Let's see. Ooh, nice shots, Mr. Sharp. Nice shots. This is, some 260 Deluxe Lilac. I can definitely use that. I'm gonna put this here. Where are all the snacks? There you go, sharing, I agree. Let's try that again. School's out for summer. Now what do we do with, what do we do with our days? Where are all the snacks? Haiku. Wonderful. Thank you, sharing. You get writing credit on that one. For sure. For sures. Let's see. We'll count that haiku as redeemed. It has been redeemed. And gather up my little bits of feathers that I have. Try and get those put away because they're a thing that, when it's disorganized, definitely adds to the chaos. And even more. I don't suppose we've heard from Matt on his official time of visiting. He's probably still knee-deep in actual work. But you know what? Being ready in advance can't hurt. I wonder if I should, set up this here. 104 days, sun shines brightly with heat waves up. Beach time needed now. Haiku, Annie. And Annie made it. Well done. Balloons flying in the background. Yes, they are. Mr. Sharp is collecting all of the inflated needs to be deflated balloons. Let's see, select this option. RC's here. Hi, RC. We're cleaning up the studio even more. Some more inflated balloons that just need to be not inflated. It was when I was designing the Trump balloon. This this hideous thing. There was a time when I was considering making the hair in a different way, so I blew up a lot of balloons in service of that experiment, and then ended up going with something totally different. He hasn't really gotten to the point where he looks like totally... I mean, obviously the tank with the deflated pop, I love that, but the rest of it hasn't... I need it to look even grosser before I get rid of it, you know what I mean? I really want it to look really hideous. Wheel this. Hey, how's it going? All right, let's put up our regular music again. Ha, Annie. I'll never tell. Okay, I'm going to turn the music up a little more while we're doing, studio cleanish stuff. Enjoy. And, get some of your own cleaning done if that is what you need to do. I'm picking up bags of balloons. Got it. Got it. Okay. These ones I'll put here for now. We'll go sorting through that. Stay. Wait, these are 5 inches. I know where those go. 160, no problem. I'm going to try and put my round balloons in this bag, because round balloons get stored in a different area, including the links. So here, I'll bring this over here. $160 5 inch. Linking balloons in a brand I don't know. Balloons by Fabulous Las Vegas. Oh, Party Vegas. Fabulous Party Vegas. Those I borrowed off of, or rather purchased off of Rob the Balloon Guy for the owl head. I ended up not needing as many. Still good to have. Bunch of link balloons loose. Round balloons taped to a bag. Round balloons. Round balloons. I'll even take these loose ones. Throw them in there. These are cylinders. Great, 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 great. Ah. Stay. Ah! It's fine. Round, round. Empty. Cylinder, cylinder. Cylinder. Cylinder, cylinder. Cylinder. 660 cylinder, big cylinders. Cylinder. Cylinder. Round. Bunch of rounds just loose on the ground. They're white and pearl white. I think this was the stuff that I pulled for the dress, that white and clear dress that I was working on. Gosh, it seems like not that long ago, and yet it was probably like a month and a half ago. Oh, by the way, this is a reminder, as we are nearing the end of June, if you are a subscriber to SharpBalloons, number one, thank you so much. And number two, Make sure you get your subscriber gratitude request in the Discord. Most folks have got it in there. I've seen a few. I'm tilting this down. So, you know, get it in. So you are entered to win. Get Sharp Balloons. I will make your very own balloon request. We will spin the wheel and make at least 3 of those requests live. You don't need to be present to win. All day, every day. Exactly. I'm glad that you found like a language to communicate between the two of you. Ooh, art fight. Art fight. Updated your original characters. Nice. What's the largest balloon I've worked with in one of my pieces? Probably. Oh, no, you know what? I think a 3-foot round. I don't think I've ever... They make balloons that are larger than 3-foot rounds. They make like 6-foot, 8-foot, 10-foot balloons. But a 3-footer sounds very underwhelming. But that is the largest balloon I've ever incorporated in a sculpture. If you search YouTube for balloon Cyclops or balloon alien... I can't remember which one of those. I think the Cyclops. It was my previous partner and I were on a kids show called We Build It, We Break It, where they would invite experts in a particular craft, like a sandcastle expert or a cake baking expert or a Lego expert or a balloon expert to make a giant thing. And then the second half of the program is those children conspiring to destroy the thing, which is a brilliant idea. And I mean, I think it probably hurt the feelings of the like Lego person more than me. Because for me, I'm like, yeah, pop it. Like it's gonna look like crud in a couple days anyway, so I don't care. But if you worked all that time putting together a Lego sculpture and just to see it shattered in front of you, oh, the heartbreak. A balloon to be made by Shana while she's inside an excessively large balloon. As a backup, I will take Shana inside one of those inflated yard snow globes. Can you get inside of those? Probably, right? The 3-footers are gorgeous. They are really cool looking. I think a simple 3-footer with helium is one of the most magical things. Obviously, I don't work with helium that much. You can put it on a stand so it just looks like it looks like it's floating, but it's actually like on a pole. But it's just not the same as like the bobbing of a lovely floating balloon. Hello, Liz in the OC. Oh, my goodness. It's so great to have you here, Liz. Thank you so much. Ooh, another. I love the summer vacation haiku. Late nights spent with friends. Movies, popcorn, and fireworks. Summer vacation. Oh, beautiful K-pop. Oh, Mr. Sharp, you found the Cyclops link. Cool. Yeah, that was a fun one to do. And that was the project where I met the producer who ended up calling me in for balloon builders for Noggin. So it was a very good project for me to have. And as I recall, we were found for that project by someone who was working as an assistant on that show who like was a balloon hobbyist and like was aware of the tutorials that I'd put together and was like, hey, I think these people live in LA. So like you just never know, you know?
Are you familiar with Crafts That Slap?
Crafts That Slap?
Oh, okay, never mind. It's powered by Peacock Kids. For a second I thought it was a channel that was like recycling like old other channel stuff, and like it is.
It's just they're recycling their own stuff
that they did purchase from you for money.
Checks out. That checks out.
I guess that's fair.
I guess we'll allow it.
Slapping crafts.
Slap some crafts on it. This is a lot of...
Also on their channel, they have a short with 67,000 views.
What?
Featuring Shana Sharp.
Who's that lady?
Who's that lady?
Who's that lady? Balloon lady.
Liz in the OC absolutely loves the golden highlights in your hair back then.
Liz, I forgot about that. Yeah, I had hair.
Is that the ombre era?
It might have been. It might have just been a solid streak of bleach. Yeah, no, I regularly dyed a healthy chunk in my hair to be a blonde, and then sometimes I would do like red from the root, blending out to like an orange, blending out to like the brassy yellow. It was fun. I enjoyed it. I call it my red-winged blackbird era.
That's the same link. I just hadn't labeled it, so I put it in there again. It's the We Build It, We Break It with the giant alien.
Perfect.
Liz, we do have the comments turned off on the shorts because we're trying to...
Because it's for kids.
We're trying to get in on that.
Although,
YouTube Kids.
I will say, I don't know what the YouTube Kids shorts policy is. Well, I know that their policy is if it's for kids, no comments at all. Which, fair.
Now,
I get it. The internet's a terrible place.
I feel like it's more acceptable to put your kid in shorts than it is to like be an adult in shorts usually. So shorts, I think are more for kids.
You see what he's doing there? See what he's doing there? You are wearing shorts right now. I'm glad that...
I'm also not outside the house.
That's true.
I would never.
Oh, come on.
This was hot.
Unless it was hot, which it never is in Southern California. Never once been hot.
Unless it was,
Unless it was a little bit. Yeah, unless I wasn't comfy.
The question is, like, how important is it for me to look cool, and how important is it for me to be cool? And when I was younger...
It isn't, and you aren't.
Yeah. Yeah. When I was younger, it was much more important to me to look cool.
Sure.
And now it's much more important for me to be cool, not as in, like...
Feel lower temperatures.
Yeah, not as in, like, rock and roll and being sexy, but more like not sweating everywhere all the time on everything.
That would be great. If you could just not sweat on everything.
Is he wearing socks with his Crocs? Ha, 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 ha. No. I'm just wearing Crocs.
Yeah, I did have to check for you.
Plain Crocs.
Plain old Crocs.
I don't do a lot of socks and Crocs because to me that defeats the purpose of the Crocs.
Sure.
To get some...
The whole point of the Croc...
Some breathability.
I believe, yeah, you want that breathability. You want that circulation, the air circulation. But also... I think cold weather socks and Crocs is a valid option because it's like you're not wearing them for breathability. Now you're wearing them for efficiency, like sliding them on and off.
The only time I would do that is if I'm like wearing socks around the house and then I have to
run outside for something.
Run out to the car, take something out to the trash.
Where the socks are not going to be as protective.
Yeah, and then you just got to slip on the Crocs for a quick little... And then you come back in, you slip them right off. That's the joy of Crocs.
The joy of Crocs.
The joy of Crocs is you don't have to wear them anymore. It's easy to stop wearing them.
I can stop at any time. Of course, you're wearing the Crocs we got for free.
Yes.
At TwitchCon.
I never thought I would be a Crocs person, and they gave me some.
It turns out not having to pay for them drastically increases the likelihood of us wearing them.
Well, and it is that like off-ramps thing that we were talking about yesterday, where you're more likely to do a thing the fewer off-ramps there are provided for you to
if one
stop doing that.
If one of the off-ramps is you have to go to a store or order them online or
spend your own money.
Ugh.
All those off-ramps
one of my least favorite off-ramps.
They were just here in my house when my flip-flops broke. I was like, well, guess I'm a Crocs man now. Fine, universe, I hear you. Pushing me into middle-aged adult mandom.
Adult mandom. Yeah. Watch out, everybody.
Nobody likes it. Although Liz would like to know, what were your parents' reactions to the desserts? Did your dad enjoy a special birthday dessert? Did your mom judge?
Look, yes and yes. I think that the dessert was. I mean, look, there was a ton of food. There was a ton of food. My parents have a Traeger, you know, like the wood, the meat smoker thing. So they smoked some like ribs. Oh, so good, so good. I do love a good. Do love a good meat. I
enjoyed them very much. The boy enjoyed it very much.
Even our son, who is a notoriously picky eater. So yes, it was delicious. Then for dessert, the way I did it was like scoop of ice cream, small slice of pie, small slice of cake. But the way I had mine, because I made one for Porter first, or where I scooped it out as a. Here, hang on a sec. I'm gonna. There's a call from Coach Edward coming in on my phone, which means it's probably coming in on your phone too. So I'm going to let you go and answer that. But but I put like a scoop of ice cream and a little bit of pie and a little bit of cake, even less, in his bowl. And he's like, I just want ice cream. So I ended up having, you know, eating out of his little bowl, which made it all mixed together. So I didn't really get a true chance to appreciate each individual dessert. But I think that everyone's very impressed that I made anything at all, because, you know, they know me. I'm not a culinary artist. I am an artist. That is not my medium. Y'all know? You could just call directly, I bet. I'm assuming you have the number saved. Oh. Well, I can text that to you. Hang on just a sec here. Sorry, everybody. Let's see. Copy. Text to you. Paste. Send. There you go. And head over back to Chrome. I think this will work. I think it'll work. Let's see. Did we fix it? Yeah, we got it. Hello again. You love the Traeger? Oh, it's so good. So good. Crocs. Track Nerd. So not at last year's TwitchCon, but TwitchCon 2000. Let's see, what was it? This next year will be 2005 because it's the end of the year. So last year was 2004. So previous was 2023 in Vegas. We did a little promotion for Crocs. Like Crocs, the brand, had a booth in the Artist Alley area of TwitchCon. And so we did like an hour-long stream where we promoted it. And they were giving away free Crocs, not even just to us, but just like to folks at TwitchCon, which was really cool. So we got free shoes. I mean, they also paid us. Don't want to say like they paid us in rubber shoes. They paid us in money, in currency. And thank you for the follow. Oh, Smitty. You seem cool. But yeah, we got some Crocs. So that's why we're a Crocs house now. Our son has always been into Crocs, which I get. That makes sense to me. Kids being like, easily put on rubber shoes, bright colors, gibbets. It's like a home run. Home run. Welcome, Smitty. Doo doo boop boop da boop 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 boop. So what we're doing now is like maybe a less exciting balloon stream, but we are making less of a mess. We're fighting the entropy together. This camera right here off to the side shows my my storage solution, which was a much better idea originally than it ended up being. Here, let me move this over here. Put these where they belong. Put these balloons up where they belong. Some pink actually belongs over here. Like, it actually is a really good system, but the tricky part, are these black or are they chocolate? The tricky part is always black. I end up having like too many of one color, so then it, you know, I can't, I try and keep it in like rainbow order with like neons here and then red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, pink, my blushes, browns, my pastels. But it never actually works out nicely. There's always a color or two, this one in particular, that I have way too much of. And then it starts to like displace some of their neighbor colors. And I'm already not a very neat and tidy, organized person. So, but I am having someone come over, visit the studio, and that's when, if it just has to be me alone in my little hermit hole, I let it get as chaotic as I want it to be. That makes perfect sense. Towel. Didn't bring a towel.
Best possible reason.
That is the best possible reason.
Get a call from the people.
Yeah. You get a call from the people at the day camp. It is water day, so they will be doing, you know, water balloon sprinkler stuff. We did send him in his swim trunks, but we did not send him with a towel. So Mr. Sharp is going to rectify that. He is very close by, so Mr. Sharp will be home soon. Converse girl. Ever since Ashley Tisdale was in an ad. It's amazing. Like that's why influencer culture happens, because people do make purchasing decisions based on like the people that they idolize. It's wild. I don't think so. I need nothing from the world. Yeah, do you accept Crocs' payment for the utility bill? That would be amazing, Jen. I've got some. And Viking, how are you today? Well, I'm doing very well, thank you. Question for me. What hand do I twist the balloons with? Because your wife said you're a bit weird because you're right-handed, but you hold with your right and you twist with your left. Thank you for bringing this up. I am right-handed. I do hold with my left and twist with my right. However, I learned, I've made mention my balloon mentor, and really it was a two-part mentorship. Sam the Clown was a clown I met who was like about my parents' age. He had children about my age, and he had, you know, his whole career he'd been a birthday clown, and so he taught me the basics. But when I practiced the basics, it was with my partner at the time, Dave Bren, who is an amazing balloon artist as well. He had known balloons for a bit, and so he was practicing with me. Now, Dave also learned from Sam the Clown when he was like in high school. So when Sam, who is right-handed, taught Dave, who is right-handed, he taught him face-to-face. And so Dave learned by mirroring what he was seeing. Do you know what I mean? So like Sam would twist with his right hand, but because Dave was facing him, the twist on this side is his left hand. So Dave Bren, who is arguably one of the best and most accomplished balloon artists alive today, twists like you, left-handed, even though he's right-handed. And what that really tells me is neither of the two motions require an inordinate level of fine motor precision, which is, I think, whenever you default to something with your dominant hand, it's because you need that control, like handwriting. You need to be able to get it perfect, or at least to get your hand to replicate what you see in your brain. And we don't practice as much with our non-dominant hand. It's not that it's incapable. There's no muscular difference between our hands. It's just we spend all of our time training one hand. But the action of twisting, that's a very low precision movement. So it really doesn't matter. There's a way that you learn, and I think however you learn becomes the way that you do. That was a really long answer. So I'll say both you and your wife are correct. You're a little bit strange, but aren't we all? You learn from your wife and mother-in-law, and they both hold with the left hand and twist with the right. So you wonder if you learn the same way mirror style. I bet. And then because you learn it that way, that's how you practice. And now when you see someone do a thing and you're like, oh, I'll do what they're doing, you're not thinking, which hand are they holding it in? You're just like, okay, grab that and then twist it. And you're twisting as comes naturally to you, which is the way that you trained your muscles to work. But you're doing great. Golden Loki. Ooh, huaraches. Am I pronouncing that right? Those little sandals. I love it. Tennis shoes. Now you have to powder your feet if you try to wear sandals. I know. I used to wear, I called them thongs growing up, but then I got told that's wrong. That's wrong. So I started calling them flip-flops. But yes, I was a flip-flop kid for real. And then, yeah, I mostly wasn't very, active. I think that certain sandals are bad for running in, but I never ran. Then when I joined the cross-country team, because that's a weird thing for someone to do who doesn't run, then I was like, oh, yeah, no, good shoes are important. Shout out lefties. My son is a lefty, sharing. He hasn't really shown too much he's shown some minor interest in making balloons, but not so much. And I'm not trying to push my art on my kid. If he wants to learn, I'll absolutely teach him. But I am curious to see with his left-handedness if it's different. Thongs is right! Trek nerd will go down with this ship. I've heard that Australians call them thongs. Maybe Hawaiians. Miami Beach wants me to hydrate. Let's do it. Thank you. I need to. I hope you enjoyed your visit. I hope your nieces enjoyed it. I'm sure they did. You taught yourself when you moved across the country to keep your kids busy the first summer. Hooray! Yeah, left-handed, left communist in the house. Yeah. They loved it, and you loved it. It was just a big old love fest. That's wonderful. Called thongs before flip-flops. Just saying. We're just saying. Chaos Child, shall I stretch? Let's do it. Now that I'm all hydrated, and I will do a little bit more. In Seattle, thongs till the 90s or so. Yeah, that was about when when did the thong song come out? Because that was really where I started becoming a little more hyper aware and self-conscious of that sort of thing. Why we gotta ruin everything? And now let's stretch. Thank you, Chaos Child. Beautiful. Oh, politically left is the best. Look, I don't know what it's going to take, but if what it takes is for me to learn how to write with my left hand, I will do it. So long as this world we live in nudge it. Maybe that's what it is. Everyone just needs to start practicing working with their left hand. That's all. My cleaning day has motivated you to work on cleaning up the kitchen. Thank you for sharing your chores. I love that. Korean lip glosses are safe. It's Korean beauty brands that use natural products in their formulas that taste weird. Is it that they taste weird because they're natural, like other things don't taste weird, but because they're like, you know, chemically constructed in a lab? Brilliant stretch! Thank you, Tree! I'm so happy to see you! Thank you for the love. I know you can't stay, but thank you. And thank you for sharing the beautiful images you're seeing of the crow, what screamed at you, and the dragonfly, which alighted upon a rose. So magical, and I love the watercolor painting of your new place. What a smart, like, coup de grace as like a real estate agent, you know? Like, not only do you get to like give work to an artist, but what a memorable parting gift. Way better than like, you know, the cookies or whatever some other folks give. Amazing. We love you, Tree! Tree hugs! Ah, they taste weird because they're made with jojoba oil and castor oil. Yeah. Mine's made with fish oil. But also, maybe it's better for you. Well, I'm glad you're not getting poisoned. Was that... Did I sell that? I am. Did I sell that truth? Okay. What I'm doing, I'm cleaning up. So this is the balloons I re-rolled. These are some 160s that I just honestly rolled for. I'm going to save these out because this is more for like a tuck it in my purse when I'm going somewhere and I don't want to bring my entire balloon bag, but I might need to make balloons. I'm glad you're not being poisoned. Oh, give a little kiss to a fish. Mwah. Fish oil. Beep. Bow, bow. Okay, 350 white. I've got quite a bit of 350 white, which is good because it's one I go through a lot, but I don't think I have as many 360 black, which is a problem. 660 black, less of a thing I need all the time, but you definitely want it when you want it. What an inane observation, Shana. Okay, red 160s. I'm gonna combine these two, because this one's a little loose. Made 350 dogs for all your colleagues. You did one for your CEO in the car ride to Pier 39 for the ferry ride. And you were in a Waymo. Were you the first balloon artist to make a 350 dog in a Waymo? You might have been. Did you take a video of it? Are the hugs not working? It's not acceptable. Sorry. We should never disable the hugs. Some 260 white. I have some 260 in like a dark reds, like a burgundy shade. 2 bundles of brown. One is coffee and one is chocolate. Frankly, I think these shades are too similar. They need a lighter brown. They used to have one called mocha, but that was the Qualitex days. And that was good stuff. Okay, I need to bundle these. And those. probably these. Do. Trying not to cough directly into the microphone. There's a bunch of pumps down here that I just uncovered. Hooray! These are pearl white 160. Put those up here. Got some brown 350. Some red 350. These are chrome 360. These are expensive. Okay. These are blush 160. Important. Okay, what's this? Fashion Royal Blue. And a lot of empty bags. And these are black 360. Okay, that I need. More empty. Empty, 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 empty. Not empty. Orange 260. Glad to have it. Empty, empty, empty. Almost empty. Not quite. Green 160. Empty. Empty. Whew. Pastel matte yellow. I need those. Empty. Some more feathers. See, the weird stuff you find in a balloon artist studio. Just chilling. But all of these are empty bags of balloons because I use the bag to wrap the roll in, and then when the roll is done, I put it on the floor. That's my cleaning method. It's not ideal. Go to a cool down just for the rest of summer? I mean, Bird's been doing it for a long time. They can't all be wrong, right? Just saying. Stream Elements is like, too many hugs. Can't keep up with all the hugs. Full bag of blue, 160 fashion blue, some empty bags. Let's see. Got one of these. This is I probably need to clean up. Fashion violet, white, and gold 160s. Important. Trash, not important. This is why I don't like it when balloon companies give me like free bags of balloons, but they give them to me as like a sorted mix. It's like, what can I... Do I have to sort them all out from these? Doesn't sound like fun. I should just put these in my scrap bag where it's like if I need something. So there they go in the scrap bag area. Okay. All right. Well, that honestly feels a lot better. Oh, here's some black and white 350s. That's important. We'll put that there. This is what used to be my inventory. This is a laminated sheet, so I can, well, once you leave the dry erase on for a while, you need some Windex to take it off. But, you've returned. Thank you, Mr. Sharp, for bringing our son a towel so he can stay dry or get dry afterwards. I'm actually going to run to use the restroom real quick, mister. So I'm going to leave chat in your capable hands.
Whoa, I don't even know what's going on.
You're so capable.
All right. Tell the world. So I brought the towel to our son. He was not wet. Like I hugged him. He was a dry person. So I'm not sure. Maybe he was nervous to get into the water without a towel. That could be what's going on. I have no idea. The guy that runs it is a little inscrutable. It's always like you're talking to somebody like through a bowl of Jell-O. He's like, huh? Oh, yeah, okay. Anyhow, he's got a towel. Everything should be fine. That's where we're at. Jennifer Lenzifer. Good after morning, good morning to you. Good morning to you. Except it's not quite noon, so good less noon to you. None of that makes any sense. This is why she shouldn't let me just talk on my own. Did I miss anything exciting? Is there anything I need to weigh in on? Any ties that need breaking? Any advice that anyone needs? Because I am a font of advice that no one will follow because it seems unpleasant. As always, my power is telling the truth in ways that people really don't enjoy. Maybe it's in my delivery. Hugs are broken on here. I don't know what that means, but it sounds bad.
I'm back.
Hugs are broken?
Yeah.
Shoot.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, like, every once in a while it says it works, but I don't know.
Hugs are broken.
Is that a window next to the balloon shelf? Yeah, it's a sliding glass door, actually, that we never use because this you know, we don't want light coming in. It's a studio. So we've got light blocking curtains. No secret exit.
I do this for a living. And other stuff.
We're what you call independent artists. So we do gig work, which is when people hire us to do various art or performance things, we do it.
I have done radio before, and then these days I would do more voice acting things than try to find a radio job because radio doesn't exist.
Well,
No.
okay.
Look, if you turn on that thing in your car, sound comes out. What you're hearing is the reflected radio waves of shows of yore. And so I know it sounds like NPR, and they're talking about things that seem very contemporary. But you have to understand, history is cyclical.
Oh,
So it always sounds contemporary.
Gotcha. Those clowns in Congress. What clowns?
The fascists are always trying to consolidate power, and the people are always trying to resist them.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, you just need to like record news stories saying that, and then it's like evergreen content. Evergreen.
Stream Elements seems to be feeling unwilling to hug.
I mean, look, you never want to pressure someone into hugging if they're not feeling it.
Yeah,
so
some days you're just feeling like you don't want to touch.
you're like, yeah, I can't do the touch today, and that's fine. If Stream Elements needs a break, we will gladly give them their break.
I just need a day alone, and I'll come back, and I'll be happy to do whatever you want. Just I need a day without somebody
to
touching
process my feelings. We have a
Super. What's happening, bud?
Super CHP.
Trying a new drink called Alive.
Alive.
Mushroom.
And I'm still alive.
Aptly named. Mushrooms are alive.
They are.
You are drinking a living being.
I will drink just water to keep myself a living being.
What if water is a living being? It's just very diffuse. Hey, Chaos Child.
This is a shopping bag filled with various balloon rolling accoutrements, which I keep because you never know when you're going to need to roll some more balloons. Roll that beautiful balloon footage. Trash. This is a paperwork thing, mister. I'll put that there. That's trash. This is like let's see. This is like a back massager thing. Ooh, yeah. But I'm actually going to use it to reach underneath here and pull out all of these other wrappers of balloons. Water is good for my body.
Not wrong there, my friend.
Water is good for your body. Oh no, you're sorry, and guess what? Thank you for that, by the way. Our son is starting to pronounce his R's. Not every time, particularly end R's, like December and November.
Yep.
We didn't rush it. My mom is a speech therapist and an Asian mother. And she's been annoyed by it for a long time, not in a way that makes him feel self-conscious about it, I hope.
But in a way that you can feel.
I feel self-conscious about it, but I was trying to make myself like the filter, you know what I mean? Because it's like, yes, I agree. I'm not one of those parents who's like, oh, it's so cute, let's have them keep it forever. I get it, it's of a time, but also let that time be that time.
Right.
But the time may be coming to an end.
Yeah, I've always just figured he will figure it out. He's smart and articulate and has not had trouble.
Smarticulate, we call it.
Has not had trouble expressing himself and developing language, and I just assumed that he would figure it out at some point.
Yeah.
And in the meantime, it's just like that's how I've come to understand him speaking.
Yeah.
When we do impressions of him, which, you know, you can talk about the ethics of that.
Sure.
But when we do it with the...
We do with the that R's.
We used to do it with no L's and no R's.
But the L's came in. The L's came in really quickly.
What was it? There was one other one that he had trouble with for a bit. Was it shuz or thuz? Or chuz, one of those?
I like a blend, but I don't remember. Because again, he didn't struggle with that one very long.
No, I think, it pretty much all got ironed out pretty fast. The L's were the other one that took a while. And then it was just the R's. Mm-hmm. And soon he'll just be like talking.
Yeah.
And then he's gonna have like a growth spurt. Oh no. He's gonna do that weird thing that like teenagers do, where it's like one day they're like a kid, you know, and they're like, oh yeah, that kid, you know, and then you see him one day and then they're like,
you like see that kid sitting and you're like, hey, it's that kid I know, and then they stand up and this adult body supports that child face, and like they unfurl themselves like some kind of a nightmare monster, and you're just like, oh, you're going to be an adult.
Like you see him like talking to a girl or something, and the girl's like looking up at them with like moon eyes, and you're like, oh no, he's just like turned into like a dude. He's just like a dude now. Shoot.
Pushing 6 feet tall at 14. Yeah, I mean, he's definitely in a he did just go through a growth spurt. He's 6.5 right now. He went through a little bit of a growth spurt. Yeah, exactly. No, and he's been doing the thing where he's like, I want to stay this height forever. It's like, I don't try and like. I say I love you this high right now.
He's definitely doing a thing right now where he's anxious and like nostalgic.
Yeah. I mean, when all of the grown-ups around you keep commenting on how tall you are and how big you're getting, I think there can be a little bit of like wait, but life is simple as a kid, and I'm nervous about what the future holds and what being big entails, and so that's a perfectly normal response.
Me to put his crib back up. So I want the crib back.
When did he say that?
It was like the other night, So
when he's just feeling a little tired and sensitive.
He's tired and sensitive. But you think he is growing up, and worse, he knows he's growing up, and he's feeling it too,
Yeah, we're all feeling it.
We're always gonna feel it. You're always gonna be like, "Oh, my baby is now a big kid."
Yeah, that's to be expected.
The kid is mostly pretty thrilled with this, Yeah.
You're like, finally, man, I'm gonna
bigger,
be big.
I get to do more stuff, and I'm cool now. I'm 8 years old. I'm as radical as I'll ever be. Oh boy. But like, oh man, those moments when they're like, he's like, the other day he's having a hard time. He's like, life is very stressful.
Oh my! You don't understand how much stress I'm under. It's hard being a kid, and oh man, and we just sat outside on the patio, took in the lovely summer evening, and I was like, life is always chaotic and stressful. As a kid, as a baby, as a grown-up.
Periods where you think you get it, and things are going good, and you got it all figured out. And you got times where you feel like you don't get it at all, and you're screwing everything up, and it's like, man, everyone's jumping on my back. I wish I was back in my crib,
I'm like, I know, buddy. I'm like, sometimes the reason it's worth it all is when you can just appreciate the good things in life. You can appreciate what a lovely evening this is. Was that a butterfly that just flew by? Like, that's amazing. And the wind will blow through the trees no matter if it's the best day of your life or the worst day of your life. And sometimes that helps give perspective that emotions and mental states are temporary, but the pond, not the fish, are constant and are good and loved. Oh, man. It's so hard. It's hard helping someone figure it out when you're like, I don't have it figured out. And I don't want to lie to you and tell you, like, I've got it figured out. All you have to do is all the things I say, and then you'll be fine. I'm not going to do that.
When you try to give advice and you try to give coaching, but a lot of the time what you're doing is you're just like pouring more information in, and so it's just more stuff to like think about.
There's a lot of rules to remember, and
a lot of rules, and there's a lot of the ways things work. And in this case, you want to do this, but in this other case, you want to do this totally other thing.
And just like the pressure of having to memorize all those if-then cases, when to us adult humans, it's more muscle memory at this point. We've done it for so long. And
I've tried to tell him that like, I know it's hard to remember these rules now, but what we do is we just follow them, and we remember to follow them, and we get reminded when we don't, and then at a certain point you don't think about it.
Yeah.
You don't think about it, you just do it. Brushing your teeth. It doesn't,
yeah.
I don't think about brushing my teeth. You brush your teeth. Sometimes you think about it because you're like, oh, I'm going to keep a cumbia beat this time. Keep it fun for you,
Cumbia zombie.
But also, we're not really like processing most of the rules that we're following. We just have them ingrained in the way that we do everything, and we just do it right.
And also, we still mess up.
But like,
and that's okay.
He has a very hard time eating cereal without getting milk on his face.
Mm-hmm.
And so, at times we have to remind him, like, hey, you're dribbling milk down your face, wipe it off.
Do you feel that?
And like, as an adult, number one, you're good at spoons. pretty great at spoons,
So amazing
man.
at spoons.
A lot of practice there.
I have that on my resume under skills.
Hey,
I'm like,
skills. Spoons. Okay.
expert spoon work.
Forks. Great. Knives. Still working on it a little bit. Doing our best.
Depends on the knife.
Depends on the knife, exactly.
Your baby boy is 21 years, but poopy diapers were just the other day.
Doesn't make any sense.
How did it happen?
Is he some sort of Time Lord? He was a baby, but now he is just like hanging out with a bunch of other grown-up guys.
Ooh, special skills, sporks.
Whoa.
Okay. Oh, we getting runcible?
You're going for one of those. You're going for one of those high-paying gigs. One of those executive class gigs.
Annie made it. You see lightning bugs in certain places now, and it just reminds you of when you used to catch them with your best friends in our back parking lot and keep them in jars. You miss that a little bit. That's because it was a good thing. And you can still play with them and capture them and release them. You know, I mean, allow yourself the time to get in touch with these beautiful, peaceful moments that exist in the world.
That you get milk on your face and you're an adult. Sure, but also
You probably don't just go about your day with like the drying, crusting milk on your face.
You know, you probably like you have a sip, you feel like, oh, there's a little bit of milk there.
And you
get
go,
your napkin,
dab, dab. Yeah, I'm not
problem.
saying you got to eat this stuff perfectly. I'm like, just be aware of the dampness situation on your face.
You drink out of the side. You know, you might get a milk mustache. You want to do a little dab on the upper lip.
A little dabbaroo.
This guy, on the other hand, he's like, well, I'll look like an elderly John Waters.
Which, like, you know, I applaud the choice.
Sure. Also, baby dressed as John Waters, hilarious.
Hilarious.
Why don't we have more of that? Somebody
do that.
dress your baby as John Waters. Go. If you had another baby dressed as Divine, now we're talking fun.
I mean, yeah.
I was listening to, this is a complete 180 of conversations.
I love it.
I was listening to Sarah Sherman from Saturday Night Live talk about like dream hosts. Mm-hmm. She said John Waters.
That'd be pretty fun.
Why is there not a John Waters
why hasn't
SNL?
there been a John Waters SNL?
Exactly. Think of all the opportunities they had for that. And he's, I don't know. He might be.
How are we now?
He might be too old now. He might not want to do it. It's a stressful thing, a physically stressful thing. But he's at this point in his life, largely a live performer, a writer and live performer.
Oh, really?
He does like speeches, like
Sure. That makes sense.
I think it's a little bit like
lectures.
a little bit lecture, a little bit kind of swimming to Cambodia. What's that guy's name? This is the exact same way that he did it before, but Green Bam came in and bailed me out.
Yeah.
You know,
we like when Green Bam bails us out.
Like the performance artist, he tells stories sitting at a desk.
Sure.
But you know, John Waters kind of does that these days because he's lived a crazy life.
He owes you nothing.
Yeah, exactly. He's one of those people I think who really is just like lived life his way, and
He's
now
earned his spot in the Hall of Fame, and now it's just victory laps.
he's an old man, and he gets to tell people fun stories about all the crazy things he did.
Love it.
And I think he'd be good on SNL because I think he'd bring something out of the people on SNL.
Sure.
That would
I mean,
be
I'd love to
different
see
than
like
usual.
what he brought to the writers, you know.
Oh, exactly.
And the writers would enjoy it, right? Because it's not the typical input they're getting from hosts, even like your comedian hosts.
Right.
It's more like a visual, like situational.
He has a unique sense of everything.
Yeah,
Everything.
a unique sense.
Headphones arrived. Thank you, Amazon.
All right. Headphones.
Richie can hear us again.
Yay, Richie!
He hadn't heard us for so long, but now.
We've actually just been pantomiming the whole time since you weren't here. It's like, what was the point, you know?
Sarah Sherman would die and go to heaven if John Waters hosted 100%.
For surezies. McDougal, you know.
Yeah, I'm not even going to get into Sarah Sherman and SNL. I have too many thoughts.
Cheeky Healer
Or
talks.
this venue.
You talk yourself through the steps of brushing your teeth, and now you're figuring out that's not normal. You can do whatever helps you. I think it would have been helpful for me to talk myself through it. Instead, I finally got one of those an electric toothbrush that beeps on the 30 seconds, so you move it to a different quadrant.
Right.
And that has been exceedingly helpful. Because one thing I've learned about myself, I have a terrible sense of time. I don't know like how long a thing takes or how long it's been, and so it's very helpful for me to just be like, oh, the thing beeped, move. Was not a good toothbrusher as a young person, or even as like a younger old person, you know.
Well, you know, there's a lot of rules. Life's stressful. It's hard.
It is. Life's stressful.
Oh, being a kid.
It is hard being a kid.
I do not disagree, buddy.
I don't disagree either. I feel like I remember thinking it was hard being a kid.
Like, do it beep at you and you would forget which parts of your mouth you'd already brushed?
That's why I always do it the same order. But yeah.
I don't do the quadrants thing. I do the same order though. I just kind of do laps.
Right. I know that I will not give, like, that's the thing is, like, you know, the dental hygienist is always like behind the front and behind the front top and behind the front back. It's like the areas that people don't brush as much. And so I really like that quadrant timer to make sure that I can dedicate a full quadrant to the inside lower jaw and the inside upper jaw. But again, you do you. I just know that I got taken to task by a few dental hygienists in the past. And I'm like, you know what? Let's not leave it up to me thinking I got it right. Let's just make sure I spend a solid half of the time on those insides.
I like the timer just to make sure that I do it long enough.
Yeah, no, I think that's certainly
Like
better than being like, I think I was like 2 minutes and it was like 30 seconds.
It's like when you go to the gym, you get on the treadmill and you're like, I'm going to, walk for 15 minutes. And so you set the timer and you do it for 15 minutes. It's like that, but teeth.
But teeth.
Yeah.
It's like that, but like teeth.
Yeah.
You get it. I'm a little peckish, mister. Do we have any, I know, I wish we had 2 half pies to eat, but I did leave them with the birthday boy, whatever.
And then, you know what's even worse?
What?
They sent us with those delicious ribs.
Yeah.
Brought them over to my mom and dad.
Yeah.
Just gave them the delicious ribs.
No,
and all the other stuff. But
I did have the thought where I'm like, I could probably ask for some more of these ribs because there were a ton of them.
We should have taken a rack for ourselves.
We should have, or at least a half.
It was a lot.
It was a lot of meat. But you know what? Next time. We were trying not to be rude.
No, those ribs will not be good by next time.
No, you know what I mean.
I do, and yet I chose to be a jerk.
Yes, and I chose to call you out on your jerkitude.
And I chose to say that I knew I was being a jerk and I knew you were calling me out.
And I chose to further this discussion.
And I chose to stop it.
And I choose to ignore your stopping and bring it up again. Hello? Hello?
I choose peace.
Guess it really does take 2 to tango.
I don't know. Start tangoing. See how it goes. Well.
So what you're saying is you don't have ribs for me. That's fine.
No.
I can survive without that.
I think nothing.
Oh, that's my least favorite thing.
I think we have some leftover nothing. Jinsland, so how did that feel saying that to one another?
Felt silly. Felt a little silly.
I would say it was like probably about 70% of how funny I would like it to have been, but I'm almost never going to get to 100%.
Yeah, it's tricky. It's tricky. I think 70% is like a success.
Yeah, like that's like a fine. It's like a fine little bit. You know, it's not
Fine little back and forth.
It's not one that I would clip probably, but like I had the idea about clipping it.
You're like, hang on, is this clippable? Hang on. No, we can do better.
I mean, my contribution.
Okay, argument take 2.
And then we both just start doing the scene from Revolution.
There you go.
Road or something.
Right?
Jeez. I haven't seen that movie. I don't do that to myself. Why do people watch those movies? That's what I want to know.
Oh, no. Annie made it. Your phone started glitching out when we were arguing.
Oh, somebody's knocking on the door.
Mommy and Daddy Internet are fighting. There we go. Where was the green? Oh, there it is. We're allowed to open the door for the mailman. Boo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Boo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Super CHP, how's the mushroom drink? Was it good? Oh, Richie, we still love you. Mommy and Daddy are fighting again. Let's see. Trash. Will be trash. What do we have? Oh, and a hydrate or dihydrate. So threatening. So threatening. But yes, I will. Look, I'll probably finish this off even. That's going to be a good 200 milliliters of water. Thank you. Oh, Jen, you're the dog in that situation. Huh? People are stressed out. Excuse me. If you need me, I'll be under the bed. No, same. I'm definitely a conflict avoider. My whole life, which is, you know, not always the... I mean, I think, like, there's some situations where diffusing conflict is really helpful. And there are... The thing I didn't realize is there are situations where it is unhelpful. I was like... I feel like it was an episode of, like, Kimmy Schmidt. Do you remember that show? And, like, Tina Fey. I know that was her show. But she, yeah, it looks good. I thought, never mind, I had a different thought. And Tina Fey, like, played, like, a therapist. And she had this thought where she's like, see, because she was always drunk, nobody likes conflict, but it gets stuff done. And it's like, it's true, and I hate that that's true. I hate that it's true. Ooh, a mummy daddy. I think that sounds about right. Boo doo 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 doo. Boo doo doo boo doo boo doo. Let's see here. Collecting all my 160 yellow. Nozzle-upping them. Boom, 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 boom. Has anyone seen Elio? It's the new Pixar film. My son is interested in seeing it, so I'm just kind of curious. We'll probably take him. But I just want to hear if anyone has any takes without, you know, spoiling too much. I mean, like, my son's not here. He's not watching the stream, so. But just, like, in general, it's a new release. I think it's good etiquette to not spoil. Not yet, but you want to watch it. Yeah, Pixar movies are why so good. Oh no, you're right. I'm sorry, Variant. Yeah, if your daddy has no brains, or rather they're in a canopic jar, then maybe Mummy Daddy. But you're right, Zombie Daddy works better. But you'll probably take your girls to see it. Yay, Smitty. Yeah, I'll probably have to. I'm going to try and make one of the. What's the name of the character? It's like an eyeless grub with like a lot of teeth. See if I can make that character. Some characters are easily balloonable. Some are not. Anything with like a lot of teeth, pretty tricky. Anyone who saw the Stitch build can attest. Oh, snap. Yeah, no, Smitty, like you just followed today. As far as you know, I can make dogs and swords out of balloons. You might not even know. But I can make literally anything out of balloons, like a fish with a cat in its mouth. Okay, that was a weird one. But I've also made a pasta queen. Weird. We've also made... Wait, is this one it? No. Is this one it? Yeah! Michael Jackson eating popcorn. Look at that! So good. We made a lot of balloons. I can make literally anything. This is like one of the more boring streams where I'm just cleaning the studio. Boo. But that is the less glamorous end of balloon art. I don't think anyone would ever call balloon art a glamorous lifestyle, but here we are. Let's see, I'll do the blue and the lilac. I'll probably need the lilac most, yeah. I'll do some lilac. Yo, that's amazing. Oh, Smitty. So I've got an Instagram. Look at the Beatles. I've got an Instagram, SharpBalloons. I'm like the same everywhere. Instagram and a YouTube. If you want to see some of the cool balloons we've done, the Instagram is like the easiest. The Discord has like the most of all the photos, but it doesn't have all the photos. Where are all the photos? On my phone. Have I put them all in the Discord or on Instagram? No. That sounds like work. I don't think you understand why I got into being a clown. For the no work. It's such a lie. It's definitely work. It's just a different kind of work. Borkware, ennui coupled with existential dread. Ooh. Can I even muster the enthusiasm for a good terrified cry? That is kind of where we all are, is it not? I've got 1 billion balloons. We got a lot. Instagram is the easiest. Discord is the mostest. And YouTube is the most editedest. We've got a few videos up there of, some balloon builds where, the balloon build itself took like hours to make, but we've edited it down to a nice, like, 3-minute, 10-minute, whatever, little clip. All completely family friendly. Muppet Show PG. It's our credo. Ain't nobody got time for work with all the work I got going. Got to keep things tidy. Smitty, I wish I was good at that. It's just not the human being that I am. I'm definitely a wait until you absolutely need to, put it off until that point, and then do it. At least I have a breaking point, which is usually someone's coming over, which I have learned to avoid by not making friends. And even if I did make friends, I certainly wouldn't invite them over. It's not the best way to live or whatever, but it is the way I live. Yeah, Mapop, I know. Balloon art is glamorous and highly respectable life that attracts a distinguished audience of Boston Brahmins and English nobles with fleets of servants. Fleets, I tell you. Make friends? Maybe. Make plans? Never. Having trouble picking a picture for your subgrat? A gaboon viper. You know, I will Google it, cheeky. But yeah, put in your favorite gaboon viper image. But if it lands on the wheel, if the wheel lands on you, we'll find a good gaboon. Because the thing is, photo reference for balloons super duper helpful. But also it's a 3-dimensional object, so sometimes I need to get a few different angles, you know, to make sure I get the nose just right or the mouth open just so. So yeah, photo reference always appreciated, especially in cases where it's like an animated character or video game character where like everything is always on model. But where it's something like a natural world animal, I think the photos are going to vary, and like even the color palette will vary so much that I tend to try and look up multiple photo references. I hope that doesn't offend anybody. Let's see. I'm going to do black 260s. That's an important one. Or 160s. Black 160s. Still important. Still important. Yeah, Mapop's here, Jen. Oh, Jen, I do that all the time. Let's hang out soon. I've been trying this summer to do better about that, where I'll be like, hey, let's hang out. Here are 3 days next week that work for me. And if none of these work for you, let's take a look at the following week. Where it's like a no pressure, but also if I don't put some kind of a limitation on that, it's just going to kind of float there in the ether as like a we should. Which, you know, when you say we should and then the answer is we don't, then it feels like a failure. Because you're like, well, I should, and I didn't. And I don't know, it's not a good headspace. It's not a good pressure to put on something that's supposed to add richness to your life, like friendship. Also, I just never invite people over to my house, because I am embarrassed of my house. It is covered in hoarded toys and art supplies, and it's just a little messy. And a bowl of gummy vitamins. Thank you, Mr. Sharp. That'll hit the spot.
There you go, snack.
It is. It's not a snack.
Is that good? Good enough for a snack?
Yeah. It's good to start.
It's good to start.
It will help.
You should bring you more.
Want to be tired together sometime? Oh my gosh, that hits. You should get coffee. Mapop doesn't drink coffee. Mapop. Maybe if you drank coffee, you'd nap less. Wait, what? I get what when people I have a friend who doesn't drink coffee, and I am guilty of doing the let's get coffee sometime. What I'm really trying to say is let's go and meet somewhere that's not my house. And also, let's not buy a meal during that meeting, because I can't afford to eat out. And I don't want to have you come over to my house and see how messy it is. So get coffee has kind of been like let's meet up somewhere and I'll drop $6 on a beverage, 7, 8, because that's how life is. But, you know, you're worth it. Oh, yeah. What's this? Tinned fish. I don't think everyone can see, but I'm not going to tilt the plate. Here, wait, I can do it over here. I have a camera that's already tilted down.
We're out of good snacks, so I had to break out the fish.
Are you kidding me? Fish is the best snack. A little tin of sardines, some toast, some mayo and mustard. Thank
So I
you.
have thoughts on the whole get coffee.
Yeah.
I don't ever think of those as literal. I think of those as representative of commitment.
Yeah.
Get
I think
coffee.
that's what I was saying.
I think so, but I'm
Yeah. I got you.
I'm
You're backing it up.
backing you up. So like coffee, what you're saying is I'm offering you half hour to an hour.
Oh, okay.
Half hour to an hour, third space. Like a casual conversation space, and I'm not willing to commit more than that. Lunch is we will have a meal, and for me, honestly, lunch can be breakfast, brunch, lunch, dinner.
Sure.
That's fine. But the implication is that it's like a fast talk, and usually I would say semi-professional, professional or semi-professional. If I'm asking somebody for lunch, usually I have
like a project in mind.
Yeah, I have a thing I want to talk to you about. And to a degree, I would say the implication is then perhaps that you would be paying as well. If it's like a professional thing and you're asking like, hey, I want to grab lunch sometime so that we can talk about a project. Then I think the implication is you'll handle it. If it's like, hey, man, let's get lunch sometime and just like hang out. That's also saying I'm going to offer you a midday. That's part of it. Lunch is like, you're not saying specific meal. You're saying more like this is a middle of the day hang. And then there's like, let's get dinner. And dinner, I think, is one where it is more literal. And dinner is like an intimate thing. It's either a date or it's like a deep friendship thing. Like you're inviting someone over to your house for dinner. You know, if we invite someone to dinner, that's like a good friend. Someone invites us to dinner. That's like it's like, oh, they're invited. It's like a couple's bonding. And again, it doesn't necessarily have to be dinner, but if
We
somebody
never
says
do that, by
dinner,
the way.
we don't do that. But like, you know, we've certainly done that, and you know, people like invited, and then drinks means let's go out and do something fun. Somebody invites me for drinks. I don't drink, but I'll happily say yes, under the implication that it's not like, it's not, the importance is not getting drunk. The implication is going out at night together to do a fun thing. So to me, drinks can be like Cold Stone Creamery.
Now, if someone invited me to go get ice cream, I'd be way more excited than if someone said, let's go get drinks.
100%. And yeah, this is all like know your audience, communicate with the person, not the rubric. But this is like how I understand it.
I really like Jen's, has also said, want to run errands with me. Because it's like everyone's got something that they've got to go do outside in the world, but also it's like, it's just this one thing and it's not time sensitive. But like, oh, you're going to run errands. What do you need to do? Oh, you need to go to that area? That's kind of right by the store. I needed to buy my thing. Yeah, let's go run errands together. Why not? I like that.
I do like that. I would I have to be very intimate with a person to do that, I think.
Fine tinned fish.
You know, in college and stuff, I definitely had, as opposed to college and stuff, which is like, you know, what's in your gummy.
Fish.
But like in college, I would usually have like a friend who was like that, like everyday friend where you hang out in their dorm room or they hang out in yours and you do like run errands together. And you're just like, oh, hey, I'm going to go down to the Schnucks. You want to go to the Schnucks with me? And you both go to Schnucks because, you know.
Well, there's also the, hey, I don't have a car, so you want to.
Well, sure. Oh, so Magasso, now I'm your designated driver? Hang on. This is
Whoa,
moving
what?
fast.
I am often the designated driver if people are getting drinks because I don't drink. But also, I don't get invited out, so.
I'm happy to designated drive.
Drive with designation.
Yes. I'm happy to be designated. Look, it's an honor just to be designated.
Truly. Sophie! Hi. We're just eating some fish. That's right, Magasso nominated for designated drinker at our next gathering. Magasso, I
Our
hope you
family
win.
is pretty low on designated drinkers around here. pretty much like my dad, and that's
And my dad
even he like is just
is really
very occasional.
yeah.
Saw him with a beer last night, and I was like, okay, little birthday beer, Keith, let's do it. All right.
Hey, when you turn 81, you're welcome to it.
Ice cream hopping. You party a little too hard for me, lady.
So it's like a pub crawl, but like a scoop crawl. I love that.
Okay, I have a question. So that's my rubric for asking somebody for a lunch,
For time.
dinner, you know, a coffee.
A social engagement.
What is it if you ask somebody for a boba?
I feel like it's just a coffee, and they don't.
Is it a coffee without the implication of caffeine? Is it a coffee?
You can get caffeine in your
Is
tea.
it more of a sweet treat thing? And like you said, instead of asking people for a coffee or a drink, is it better maybe to ask for, hey, you want to go out and get like a dessert sometime? You want to go try out a dessert place sometime?
I mean, I like that.
I've never said that to a person because again, the like, you know, drinks or coffee rubric, I don't take that literally. I take that as like,
Matt Bob says boba doesn't seem as long as coffee. Perhaps I can see that. Like, I rarely just sit in the place I got a boba and enjoy the ambiance, but I will sit in a cafe and drink my coffee and like sit and chat a little more. It kind of depends on like the place you're going. If you're going someplace that has a nice patio or whatever.
Jen's thinks coffee date rules apply for boba. In my head, they're kind of interchangeable, but I was wondering if other people feel the same. Variant, for example, thinks that boba has more of a cute, snuggly kind of implication.
And less of a thinking, arguing.
So,
Okay.
like, if someone asks you out for boba, say it's a person that like you've like had conversations with, not you, obviously, not me, obviously.
I don't talk to people.
You've had some conversations and like you've wondered if they're flirting or whatever, and they say, hey, let's go get a coffee. Or they say, hey, let's go get a boba. Like, are you more likely to read one of those as a direct invitation to flirtation or a date or something like that?
This depends entirely on the person and my relationship with them up to this point.
Here's the thing.
Have we enjoyed boba in the past?
If you said to that person, let's get drinks, the implication there is that's a date.
I guess, but they don't know me that well.
That's why you're getting drinks. That's why they're offering to get drinks.
Oh, man.
To get to know you better. Let's get drinks, I think, definitely implies a romantic interest. Not all the time, but like if in this scenario where it's like it's a person that you don't have a business relationship with, just a person that you've like been talking to, you know, you see them
Just a
around.
friend of a friend.
Yeah. And one time you're
It's
like,
so
hey,
funny. There's so much of like humanity or the human experience, the modern human experience that I just completely skipped over. I never really like dated much, so I don't have much advice in the way of or even thoughts on the way of that.
Now, Professor Matt Bopp, what if someone asks you to go to the Raccoon Cafe?
Ooh.
That's what we call a big swing.
I'm listening.
Big swings, for those that aren't huge fans of the based balls, a big swing is when you swing really hard and there is a chance that you can miss and look
And you will look
foolish,
so silly
and there's a chance that you will connect
and not get out of the park.
hard, right? And so I don't know what the Raccoon Cafe
That's so funny.
is.
I've never thought of big swing in terms of like baseball.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm like a big swing. I get what that means. I mean, I get that it makes perfect sense that it's a baseball thing, but like I really haven't ever like literalized that in my imagery.
But you know, I don't know what the Raccoon Cafe is, but like,
Heather Bear saying that's basically a marriage proposal.
I mean, it's a
Would you go to the Raccoon Cafe with me?
it's not a marriage proposal. It's I'm wondering if you're marriage material, and I want to see how that goes.
Oh, I'd like to introduce you to my raccoons. Maybe
Yeah.
ask your raccoons for your hand in whatever this is.
You would never get serious with somebody if your raccoons didn't rub hands.
Right. That's like, what chaos are you inviting?
Exactly.
Oh my, Mad Bop. But you're both. Oh my. K-pop and visual K enjoyers get boba. French Marxist guys, I speak from experience, chain smoke and suck down tons of black coffee.
Sure.
Yeah, that's the thing I never do is go out for coffee with someone and get coffee. Like black coffee? Like drip?
I mean, I used to because I used to try to prove to everybody that I was tough and smart.
And now he's like, extra vanilla, double up on the whole milk.
I did that a little bit. Mostly, I just like a little bit of cream to cut the acid.
Yeah.
Pretty simple.
Pretty simple. I'm just like, oh, do you have a drink named after the place? I want that and half sweet, please.
I don't dislike those things. I enjoy. If there's like a flavor I haven't had, I want to try a flavor I haven't had.
You could never get serious with someone if your raccoons didn't rub hands.
Exactly.
Oakenby makes us all happy. She is really good at that.
But like, we all have our own raccoon cafes. You have that thing that it's like, here's the test.
Right.
If
Where it's like, I'm going to take you to
likes.
an anime exhibition at,
Exactly.
that the local club is throwing, or I want to take you to
Big Swing is like, I have an extra laminate to this event.
Right, the Tetris World Championships, like we
If you're
could
into
watch.
this, it's Kismet. If
You're not, then it's better that we know this now. Not that you can't have different interests as a successful couple, but it's just piece of information to file away. Jen asking what were our first dates. Well, Jen, we knew each other through improv. And so you could make the argument that improv were our many, many first dates because even though we weren't actively a couple, we were still like doing all the things you do on dates, which is get to know one another, get to test out one another's sense of humor, conversationally. We would all kind of go out as a troupe after the show and like get drinks and snacks.
We'd go out for drinks.
Go out for drinks.
Even though neither of us got drinks.
That's true, yeah. But we would go out and like, just sit and talk and chat, and we're like, oh, this person is a person I enjoy communicating with.
Bad Bob, I like that. Everyone, list your big swings now.
Big swings.
And, we kind of just progressed slowly to the point where there was kind of no doing anything else about it.
I do think that I messaged, I got your number or your email. I forget how I reached out to you first and said, hey, like, we should be friends. Because I'm naive. And I thought I was being for real. I'm like, we should be friends. And he's like, yeah, let's be friends. What? Yeah, but then this is the thing you shouldn't do. In case you're like, okay, here's a big swing. Here's a big swing. I got a big swing for you. Blast from the past, Mr. Sharp. Maybe you remember this.
Uh-huh.
Here's a big swing. Yeah, I'm doing a comedy open mic. If you want to come see that.
Now, here's why that's a big swing. The chances of you missing on that and looking ridiculous are significant.
I mean, even if she accepts.
Even if she accepts.
In a lot of big swings, them accepting is like, you're like, the crowd goes wild. Like they were going to do the thing. They're not totally turned off by that. But like with the open mic, it's like now you got to do a performance of what you think is funny in front of an audience that is mostly there to hear local singer-songwriters strum on for 9 minutes. So good luck.
It was a very kind open mic, though.
It was like in a cafe, a coffee thing.
Cafe, cozy open mic, not like
it wasn't like a sleazy bar with like too loud and
35 comedians all desperate and greasy.
But I'm just saying, that was a big swing.
Yeah, no, that is, looking back on it, that's a risky move. But again,
we had met through comedy. So that's why it was a slightly more calculated swing, I guess. Art museum, weird movie, comedy club, yeah. Even if you bombed, someone could appreciate the courage of the act. Sure.
Variant, political work, love for radical modernist art, love for trains. I think a good first date ask is specific.
Ooh.
I think that's a better swing than like, hey, you want to get a dinner and a movie sometime? But more like, hey, do you want to go to this modernist art exhibition that I was hoping to go see at the blank museum nearby?
Right. Because you're giving some information about yourself in there.
Yeah. And then if they say yes, because dating, I feel like a mentality that we have wrong is like dating, people are like, well, I got to get them to say yes to me and I got to get them to like me. You know, like, how do I impress them? How do I make them want to do some smooches?
You don't make anybody be a good fit for you. They are or they aren't. You're finding out the information.
Exactly. And so doing a specific ask for something that you really like, if they're like, I am not into that, that is information that is good for you to get.
Yeah.
And it may or may not be a deal breaker.
You know, I guess the alternative would be asking them to a thing that you know they like, that you are not yet that into. Like, you know that they're into flowers, and you're like, well, there's a botanical gardens like thing that they might be into. You could find out while you're there what about it they like.
That
and
feels more romantic comedy.
It's romantic comedy risky.
Hapless dude move. You know, because again, it's like, are you trying to convince them to like you? Or are you trying to show who you are and see who they are and see if those?
I think there's an argument for that where it's like, I noticed this about you.
That's true too.
Because that is a thing.
Yes.
People just want to be seen and known. And when it's thought like, oh, you planned this out with like me in mind, that's sweet. So, you know, a little bit of the both. Disney. Oh my gosh, Jen's lens. Are you dating a billionaire?
Well, and also there's the question of how much time do you want to commit yourself to, and how much isolation do you want to commit yourself to? And something like Disney, like, oh man, that's a lot of time, and you are like stuck in this place with that person. And so that's a great one if you are super confident. You know, if like you two have been like working together for like 3 years and like just started dating and it's going great and you're like really loving being with each other, you know who each other are, and you're like, oh, let's go do Disneyland. Fantastic. First date, like, yikes. No, thank you. That seems dangerous, in my opinion. Seems like a good way to end up crying in the middle of Disneyland and trying to figure out how you're gonna get home.
I was in the Donald Duck parking lot.
An Uber back to the city will cost $98. Yeah.
Sorry, friends.
I am also pessimistic and expect the worst out of most humanity.
Huh,
and
interesting.
As such,
you say so. Huh?
My advice will almost always be filtered through that, like, most people are going to be terrible. Weed them out. Find the one or two good ones is the main ethos informing all of these strategies.
I think most people are good people, but they might not be the right partner for you. You gotta...
Desperate and Greasy, the first and only single by techno band 35 Comedians. You've heard of 100 Geeks? What about 35 Geeks?
Yeah. Movie, Mall Crawl, City Event. Ooh, City Event is good.
Ooh, I like City Event.
City Event is fantastic. Nice. Like little local businesses have their little booths, and you can talk about, oh, I visited that one, or like, oh yeah, this place makes the best empanadas, or what, you know, and like
you get to stroll, you get to walk around, you get to see new things, but you also are like talking to each other. It's not like a movie.
Matt Pop also talking about the boba is like the get the boba and then walk. I like that.
I like that too.
I think walking is great for talking. You know, the whole like we don't have to have this like prolonged eye contact. We can just like parallel exist and chat is super nice. And like getting those steps in. Oh yeah, I mean you got a boba to walk off now. So
you got a person you got a crush on to look good.
And there you go. And just, you know, generally like a body to be healthy.
And Jen, you're happy to report that the person you're dating, it's going well so far. Great.
Yay!
Fantastic. Are you on Disney date good, or?
I mean, I think it might be like a Disney date good. What?
The pressure of sitting across from each other and staring at each other.
Yeah.
The thing about dinner is that there is very little external stimulus to prompt conversation, and so it is very good if you two are good at just talking to each other, which, by the way, is a great...
Or if you can write the questions really small on your hand, and then when they're not looking, you check your notes.
Or if you have a friend who's really good at talking to women, but is maybe super ugly.
Yeah.
And so what you do is you put in like an
earpiece.
Yeah.
And then they feed you the things to say.
And then you say the great lines to them, and then they fall in love with you because you're so
story.
handsome.
Happy ending. Yay! This is great.
Yeah.
Gosh, Mr. Sharp, I really think you've got it right on the nose.
Boy, I think I could make a screenplay out of that.
What?
Maybe even just like a traditional like play.
No, what?
Like drama, situational comedy.
Downtown Disney Date, I think it does count.
Yes.
But it isn't as like as much pressure as the Disney Date, just simply because of like the money involved. And again, that may be different depending on your socioeconomic status. But I think that the true Disney Date does kick it up a notch. But I do think that a successful Downtown Disney is a good step.
I would much rather start with the Downtown Disney.
Yeah.
You know, because you're not buying. Part of the reason I get nervous about a Disney date as a first date, I get nervous when people spend a lot of money on a first date.
Sure.
That to me is not an impressive maneuver. That's a red flag. That's like, oh, you're love bombing. You know, you are not confident enough in the actual connection that we will have.
Right.
And you have to like do some like
distract
Superman
me with
show.
some fast passes, which is not what they're called anymore. But you know what I mean.
Yeah, something like what? Oh, you got mouse on the back of your car?
You're trying to buy a fast pass to my heart?
Exactly.
No.
That's exactly what they are.
The line is an hour 45 from this point.
And if you want to ride this ride, the work you have to do is standing there and just being in the process.
There you go.
And you can't fast pass your way to love.
Can't fast pass your way to love.
This is a great analogy.
You can't fudge the Declaration of Independence.
I haven't looked back yet.
Is it a good one?
Work your way toward a park.
Yeah.
Downtown Disney first, because there's no tickets.
Exactly.
You're just gonna walk around. See
you're just gonna do some.
Stuff.
You're gonna get some good snacks. You're gonna be adjacent to the magic of Disney, which may be meaningful to both of you. You get to like stop in and look at merch and like talk about what you think is cool and what they think is cool. That's great. That's wonderful.
And then once things are getting more serious, then that's a fun thing to go do together as like. Oh, hey, remember when we were just starting
you can visit it with the nostalgia.
Disney, but now we can go do the full thing.
Yes. Also, you don't want to bring a Disney as the first date because then that sours Disney for you if it goes badly.
Sure.
You're like, ugh,
Fair.
I can't get on Raiders of the Lost Ark without remembering. Map Op's heading out. Bye, Map Op.
Bye, Map Op.
Had to replace the windshield. It's the worst. You see a tiny crack in the windshield and you're like, there's just no way that this disappears. You might be able to wait it out a few months, but it's not going to get smaller. It's not going to be less of a crack in your windshield ever. What pickup line should you try your next date? That's 3 is too many.
Honestly,
Perfect.
Kind of works.
Perfect pickup line.
Works.
You go and cite them for too many riz.
I mean, that's kind of like classic, like
slightly
fake
negging. Yeah.
Like, oh my god, you just have too much.
Oh my
riz,
gosh, are you just like too charismatic?
Wow, this guy's just like.
Yikes.
Everybody's got to like him, I guess, huh? Okay.
Mm-hmm. There you go, Jen. Yours to use.
A good way to neg somebody is to say things that are actually compliments, but in just like weirdly sarcastic sounding voices. Like, so I guess you're just a little too handsome, huh? Wait, am I being complimented or insulted?
I like that you're giving negging advice because that's like your move, right?
That's my move. Babe, did I neg you a bunch?
You neg me a lot more now that we're married.
Is that how you're supposed to do it?
I mean, I think so, right?
Oh, no.
But, like, here's the thing. You know a lot more about the things.
So much more ammunition.
Yeah, exactly. So much more ammunition. Hello, no prefect. How you doing?
No gods, no prefects.
There you go. Pausing a bold new direction in pickup artistry.
Yeah.
I mean,
okay.
I could see. Let's follow this rabbit hole. What's a good? How do you pause someone?
I find you very attractive.
Pause. Yeah. No. What?
I don't know how well it's gonna.
Yeah.
For either one of us.
It's tricky. You're good. Well, I'm glad to hear that.
As far as pickup lines go, I would give mine about a C- and yours an F or A+
An
in
F.
like 1% of
A
cases.
C- and an F question mark?
And a mostly F, occasionally A+.
Pause.
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 Look, some guy.
Oh, Sonic's birthday was yesterday. Didn't hear about that. Didn't hear about that one.
F asterisk.
There you go. Exactly.
Asterisk.
Those earrings max your eyes and they're crochet possums. I like it.
Why? Because my eyes are freaking crazy.
Crazy man.
Both of our phones exploding at once.
Yep. This is normally the
Time
time
to pick boy up.
where we have to, pick up our son from school. But guess what? School's out for summer. And at least he has a towel.
Yeah, Sonic's birthday was yesterday. Is definitely a pickup line for a very specific subset of people.
So how did you celebrate Sonic's birthday? What?
And if they're like, oh wait,
And they're
chili dogs
like,
celebrate the big
well,
yeah, exactly.
Gotta go fast.
Wow.
Then
Okay, hang
bing,
on.
bing, bing,
Slow
bing,
down.
bing. That's not a green flag. That's a golden ring, baby. Okay, what's happening? Sorting these. Yes, babe.
No, that's what's happening.
Love is happening. Love is in the air.
Line I was thinking. Everywhere is everywhere. I don't know any of the words other than love is.
Love is in the air.
Is that the Love Boat theme?
The love air. No, that's love is in the water. Ha! Love. Exciting and old. Love.
Oh,
The smell of black mold. The love boat. Soon we will all be in quarantine.
no one's ever complimented my weird possum eyeballs before.
I mean, it might. The thing is, if you can compliment something on a thing that they wished people would notice, that is a move.
Or a thing that is unique about them that maybe they've had celebrated and maybe they've had shamed at different times in their life, you know, and
They're
to
like
show them that you are an appreciator of that thing.
Right.
They're like, yeah.
they feel seen because it's not just like, oh, that person is attractive, which, like, granted, that should be part of the equation.
Right, of course.
But, you know, when it's like, your laugh reminds me of this thing, or, oh, has anyone ever told you that your style is reminiscent of blah, blah, blah. Like, the thing that you are secretly think of yourself, if someone says that to you, that's always just such a delightful feeling.
And also, compliments are always going to be better when you compliment a choice or something someone had control over.
Yeah. If you're like, oh, your eyes are beautiful, it's like, well, thank you. That is nice to hear, but I did nothing to earn these eyes. I was just born with them. Thanks.
The
You know.
love boat is a little old boat
Where
it can get
get the love boat, baby.
baby.
Glitter on the ocean.
It's environmental hazard.
It's fine. We're pretty normal here. Ba-doo.
You that your eyes are slightly translucent, except for the freckle spots,
Oh, no one has.
because it's too literal. Yeah.
Let's see. Let's bundle up these balloons. These are some tough techs.
Hey,
Yeah?
tough text,
Tough
buddy.
Tex. These are fine. I mean, like, the thing is, I refuse. People are like, oh, you really got to try this type of balloon. So many of the brands don't offer 160 or 360, so it's like they're not in my options at all because of that.
Guy? Well, that's tough text.
Tough Tex, exactly.
You don't want to cross him.
You watch out.
He is the toughest hombre in this here border town. Border of what? Insanity.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
4,000 toasters? That seems like too many toasters.
Depends how many people need a toaster.
Honestly, I think there's probably like 100 toaster manufacturers, and then just all of the companies buy from them and they slightly label it differently or put it in like a different casing or whatever. They're all probably the same. Like the general inner workings of toaster, maybe even less than, I'm going to say 100, probably less. I don't know. I don't know anything about manufacturing.
Oh, no, they're all different brands, styles, types.
Ay, ay, ay. But actually, like the functional bits, you know what I mean? Like the actual toast mechanism. Like these wires get hot. Mm-hmm. You know, I feel like that's got to be a pretty limited.
That's seafoam green. You know, Sephiroth, my general advice would be to get a toaster oven.
I do like the toaster oven. I feel like it's very versatile.
Yeah, we just have a toaster, which is fine. Does the...
I think the reason we have it is because we like inherited it. Which, look, free toaster that works, best toaster.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I genuinely have no idea where this toaster came from.
I think it was your parents.
It could be.
I think so. But honestly, if I have already told myself,
Could have come from a thrift store in Nebraska. Maybe.
If this one breaks, the next one is a toaster oven for sure. Because there's just too many times when like I want to put something in the oven, but like
with something on top of it.
Good gracious.
Like you want to put a toast, but you want a little cheese melted on top until it's a little crispy.
There you go.
You can't do that in a toaster.
Can't do that in the
cheese
toaster.
Will fall into the bottom.
That's just gravity.
And then it'll like burn on the bottom of your toaster.
Ugh. Fire hazard.
Yeah. Toaster oven. You lay it on there. You put the cheese on top. You toast it up. Next thing you know, you got one slice of cheesy bread.
Brilliant.
Just to complement your tomato soup.
But you can't have both, a toaster and a toaster oven. I feel like that's just...
Yeah, what's the point?
I mean, what do you have, like unlimited counter space? Get out of here.
Here's the argument for toaster oven.
Okay.
Toaster oven does everything that a toaster can do, and it does things that a toaster cannot do.
You know, I'm sure there's probably like, I know everybody's all excited about air fryers. I remember Muted Star had like mentioned, because like the company he worked for or something, like reviewed them, or like he needed to have a bunch of them for like recipe, because he does cookbook authoring and whatnot. And like, I remember he was like, there's one brand that actually like stored up against the wall. So like you could open it and put it on your counter, but when you weren't using it, you could fold it like vertically so it didn't take up counter space. I'm gonna have to ask Muted Star what that one was. Again, if the toaster breaks, because until then, Sega does what Nintendo don't. When Nintendo don't, yeah, Sephiroth, you know it. You get it, Matt Bob. That's the nature of conversation.
Also, Matt Bob, that's the nature of dating. You know, you start getting to know somebody, and it ends up.
Next up, you're buying all the powder that comes out of these.
Talking toast.
Yeah, well, we talking toast.
We're talking toast here.
Welcome back. Oh yeah, no, don't lay your toaster on.
Yeah, talking toast today. Topic is brownness level. What's the correct answer objectively? So far, we've got 95% golden brown.
Inheriting toasters. Yes, inheriting toasters. Why on earth does a toaster need digital settings? Something else to break.
Yeah. In general, right now, I am against the Internet of Things. Don't need it. Never once used it. Okay, I mean, I'm sure I've connected some objects to the internet or whatever, but as far as like, you know, our washer is like, we can connect to the internet so you can do your laundry online. I don't understand why I would even want to connect to the internet with my laundry. I don't need a toaster that connects to the internet. I don't need pretty much any normal household object. I would like it to be as analog as possible, if possible.
Dumb fridge for me, thanks.
Yeah.
I'm sure there are situations and certain lifestyles wherein that is very
100%.
useful. So I'm not saying like, if it doesn't work for me, nobody should have them. But it doesn't work for me. But I think you're just talking digital controls and not like specifically like internet capable.
I'm talking about
Not you. The original comment that sent us down this hole from Sepulros. Why does a toaster need digital settings?
Oh, digital settings.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I interpreted that as
I get you.
Internet of Things.
Yeah.
Look,
you're an old man. You're always ready to rant about the Internet of Things at a moment's notice. As am I, as an old lady.
Mad Bob, it's for data collection and not for anything else.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I mean, data collection is one thing. Also, the ability remotely to brick your stuff, which is...
Oh, yeah. Like, I'm sorry, did you pay for your subscription to Refrigerator? Sorry.
Yeah.
All your food went bad. Thanks for being a loyal subscriber to Refrigerator.
Yeah, not in... You need an app to reset our refrigerator's ice maker.
Shut up.
I don't like it.
That's a big no.
I do not like that at all.
Dumb fridges forever. Or you can yank it out and reslot it and does the same thing. Okay, there you go. That's the ticket. That's the ticket. Yeah, we're dating the toaster now. Just makes me feel so warm and comfortable.
Here's a new invention. It's a toaster oven that comes pre-connected to Bumble, Tinder, Grindr,
Oh, boy.
the rest.
And the rest.
And so then while
Professor and
it
Marianne.
toasts, what it does is it automatically uses AI to determine the best partner for you.
You know, I wasn't sold until you told me it used AI.
Yeah, and it turns out that the best partner for you is a picture of a Mustang car from the 1960s, except that like all the details are slightly warped. Look, this is AI. It can't be wrong. Cannot be wrong.
Interesting. I'm intrigued.
Okenby, I don't know if you're joking or not. The app is named Frigerator, and the logo has a blocky 8 that could conceivably be the front view of a fridge.
I mean, like, the thing is, I think it's a joke, and I think it's totally... like, if someone showed it to me in a catalog, you'd be like, yep, I don't think this is a joke catalog, you know? Man.
Who knows when his garage door opens? Kind of helpful he's not near it, and your phone tells you. Sure.
Yeah. And, you know, like the old Ring cameras, I know people love to see, like, oh, someone came to my door, I wasn't home, but I still get, like, little bleep. I just got a little bleep. Hey, my Ring camera's working. Thank you so much. Hello, Chavinsky. How are you? Look at my messy studio. This is my phone camera I've got set up over here. Hello. How the heck are you? Welcome. Hi, Raiders. My name is Shana Sharp, and I'm the best balloon artist in the world. As far as you know. And I'm joined in the studio by my invisible husband, Mr. SharpBalloons. He's on mic, but he's not on camera. And it's so lovely to have you here. A little bit, every once in a while.
I can see me, but that doesn't necessarily mean anyone else can.
There you go.
Chervinsky loves your mess.
Aw, thank you. I'm like collecting up all my old balloons and putting them away, and we're sorting them. This is my, so off to the side here, this direction, we've got a shelf of balloons, but as you can see, it's not exactly what I would call neat and or tidy. Cheers! It's time to hydrate, everyone. Oh, Mr. Sharp, I'm out of water. Oh, no. Which is good, because I drank it all. Chervinsky, how was your stream? What were you up to? Not dating a guy unless he has a low-angle picture of his middle-aged man's sunglasses in his truck. Oh, my gosh. Thank you, Mr. Sharp. It's time for water. We're talking appliances, romance, toast, pretty much all of the things.
Male loneliness epidemic. Mm-hmm. Look, that's what that is. Dudes taking pictures of themselves in trucks. That's how you know there's a male loneliness epidemic. If they had another person in their life, number one, you could have somebody else hold the camera and take a picture of you.
Aww.
Also, there'd be somebody else that could be like, hey man, you don't have to listen to that weird podcast. You listen to this one. It's silly and fun and will not at all corrupt your brains.
Or will it?
One friend.
Or will it?
Or will it?
Ooh, post a picture with your toaster. That could be a good dating site.
Oh, maybe.
And your treatise on toast, the proper ways.
Dewey, you're absolutely right. An AI toaster could be used to program images of the Madonna. Just post that up, sell it on, eBay, religious sites. You know, you could do like whimsical sandwich art.
I do love some whimsical sandwich art.
Danny Trejo, his hero. Bernie Sanders.
Oh no, things were going good, but then he failed the toast test.
Girl, get out.
It's a big no.
You can't pass the toast test. You're wasting your time.
Oh, but let me write you on the raid lightsaber, Chervinsky. I hope you had a nice stream. Welcome to all of your friends who are now in my stream for maybe the first time. Hi, friends. As I mentioned, I'm a balloon artist. Today's stream, I'm not making a ton of balloons, but here's a little slideshow of some balloons we've made in the past. This is a balloon I made earlier today. I'm going to write Chervinsky on here.
That's the rule. Can't make toast. Got a ghost.
Yes.
The toast test?
Toast test. Oh, no. Gosh, you guys.
What do you mean date everything is real? Is this date everything? This is a site?
Wait, date everything? That is impossible. Chervinsky, I have you on the raid lightsaber. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, lady, it doesn't look like a lightsaber. And you're right, it doesn't look like a lightsaber, but it does sound like one. What? Yeah, I do it a bunch. It's kind of my thing. Oh, take on toast toppings. Can you make your own lemon curd? I cannot make my own lemon curd, but I do enjoy good lemon curd on toast. Just
Date
saying.
Everything is a sandbox dating simulator set in the comfort of your own home. Featuring 100 fully voice-acted, dateable characters, let the romance flow between your bed, smoke alarm, and overwhelming sense of existential dread.
Oh, wonderful.
Are you ready to date everything?
It's a game where you can date every object in your house. Wow. Hey, Rochelle Sanch. Hey, you Sanch. How you doing? It is quite a sharp saber today. I agree. We're fixing up the why can't I make lemon curd? I just have never tried. How does one make lemon curd? I am a fan. Bunnyco, that's what you're referencing with the dating the toaster. That's wild.
Everyone wants to date the bed.
Everyone wants to date the bed. I get it. I feel so safe, so cradled and comfortable. This is the slightly stage right area of the studio. As you can see, this is actually much better than it was when we began the stream. I am Impressed, as should you be. My Sharpie pens, we'll put that up here. That feels good. Here's some more. Oh, yeah, this is one of my golden calf attempts. Anything with air in it gets put into the to be popped pile. So many things to be popped. But we've made some good progress, Mr. Sharp. I think. The way I see it. Not sure what this one is. Is that a...
It is 1:20.
Already?
Yes.
Time flies. Yeah, I mean, no, we'll probably wrap it up pretty soon.
Toastettes were better than Pop-Tarts? I don't know, Toastettes.
I'm unfamiliar with Toastettes. Dewey! Thank you so much for the 100 bits. Mwah. We appreciate you so much. Dewey is always so good about that. Dewey is like a reliable dollar bill in the open guitar case on the sidewalk that is this internet. Right. And we appreciate
bartender
that.
Brings you a beer, you put a bucket.
Exactly. I love that. Thank you so much, Dewey. It makes me feel seen and appreciated. Appreciate you right back.
Baby, you got a favorite Pop-Tart?
I've never been a big Pop-Tart fan. I did enjoy toaster strudels, but Pop-Tart, I felt like the crust was just too dry and too much. And then I feel like they thought that too, so they made the fillings like way too intense of a flavor. Because they're like, well, we only have this tiny bit amongst all of this like stale biscuit, so why don't we make it super intense raspberry? So I just never really enjoyed it. I know like chocolatey creamy ones were probably going to be my favorite versus the fruit flavored ones, or my preferred to the fruit flavor ones. But yeah, toaster strudels were superior toaster pastry.
My favorite's raspberry.
He's giving me such a stinker smile right now. Well, good. I'm glad we've both spent an equal amount of time contemplating this.
I mean, we both gave honest answers.
Who knew we were so compatible? Oh, babe. See, this would be good information on a toaster dating site.
Brown sugar cinnamon. I don't really
I
like...
remember, yeah.
I only like the fruit ones. When it gets away from fruit, they tend to be too dry for me, I guess.
There's very much a debate between Pop-Tart and toaster strudel. RC, which side are you on? In that great divide.
I never really got toaster strudel because... like, my parents would never buy any of it. And
sure,
so
yeah, no.
it was always
Same.
what I had to buy for myself from, like, vending machines, usually, like, at school and stuff, was when I would have those. And then it would never have toaster strudel because you have to toast it and do the... That's where you have the individual
the
packet of
icing.
the
Yeah. No, and I agree. I think that when I was a kid, my mom never bought them. And so I thought they were really cool. And then I remember like having one and being like, oh, this is not good. So, yeah, that quickly fixed my fixation with them. Less work to get ready, absolutely.
S'mores ones are weird. Again,
so that's
I
where
like
you
the
come.
Blueberry, don't like the s'mores.
See, for me, I mean, I guess I see where you're coming from because it's like if the gap it fills is an efficient breakfast snack, then it is more efficient. It is not more tasty. And for me, like, food is always going to be judged on, do I enjoy the taste of it?
Yeah.
So yeah, but I get that. I totally.
Yeah, I suppose that is a pretty salient factor. I'm never choosing Pop-Tart as like the best thing.
Right.
I'm choosing it as the handiest.
Because it's fast, and if you're like in a speed test of Pop-Tart versus toaster strudel, there's definitely a clear winner, and it's Pop-Tart. I got 2 bags of the chrome purple Bunny Co. I don't know if you remember me saying I overbought on that. You're like, well, if you're out, you didn't overbuy. And it's like, yeah, no, that's a really good point. So I rebought.
Now I've overbought.
Now I've overbought, and I'll never catch up. Okay, well, we'll see. See how long it takes me. I think if I were like a good balloon artist... And okay, I'm a great balloon artist. But if I were like a good balloon business owner, I would have like, can you imagine the spreadsheets? Just close your eyes and think right now. The spreadsheets that have the date you ordered the balloon, the quantity of balloon that was ordered, and the date you needed to reorder. So you could, over time, glean the data of like which colors were more popular. If there's like a seasonal peak, like for example, the red, white, green, I go through a lot more of those in the Christmas time, right? Than I do red and white. Pretty much they're year-round popular, but green doesn't have as big of a a seat at the table. Obviously you've got your orange, purple, black, lime green during the Halloween season, but like you could see these and track, and then you could order efficiently and in advance, so you're not like me where it's the last minute and you're like, no, I've got a gig coming up this weekend. It's space themed. I need silver balloons. Where are they? That's not good. But again, I can think of all these things and say that would be good for someone to do. I hope that someone does that. And I sure hope they message me and tell me what a great idea it was.
I mean, I feel like that's me. I don't know who the other someone...
No, not for my business.
Oh, okay.
I mean, for their business.
Oh, okay.
I'm not saying like someone like needs to do it for me. No. If anyone's going to do that for my business, it's me. Problem is, I'm not going to do that. So the answer is there's no one who's going to do that for my business, and that's fine. Again, it's not like it's not a business breaker that I'm always kind of scrambling at the last minute. That's why I've honed these skills of improvisation. Because.
Yes, child, you're throwing a whole monkey wrench on this. Not Hot Pocket, not what's it? Not Pop-Tart, not toaster strudel, but Hot Pocket. Yeah.
I mean, okay, but Hot Pockets are not sweet. They're savory, right? Do they have sweet Hot Pockets? They may have developed them.
I do, yeah, but I don't think that's what's being proposed.
Yeah, if it's just straight up Hot Pockets, like, look, I have enjoyed a Hot Pocket in my life. Again, you need a toaster oven. You can't do it in just like this plain old toaster. Or you can do a microwave, right? Because they come with those little, like, sleeves. They're, like,
Not anymore.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the sleeve is gone these days.
Well, then how are you supposed to...
I don't know.
I haven't bought a lot of...
We don't need the sleeve anymore, so
Yeah.
I don't know what the story is.
Sleeve McDykel.
Nope, he's off the team.
Oh, no.
Got sleeve.
Oh, no.
Ham and cheese is a classic, Annie made it. I do remember the ham and cheeses. I do not like the pepperonis. The flavor of the pepperoni. There's like one kind of pepperoni that does not taste right to me.
And what kind did you give to your son and tell him it was a calzone?
Ham and cheese?
Yeah, you weirdo. Oh, man, I just conked my head on this. You weirdo.
I think it was ham and cheese.
Because ham and cheese.
It was pepperoni, 'cause
you
pepperoni
told
tastes
him it
weird.
was a calzone. You are gaslighting your own child, which is
I was pretty
maybe
clear about
the definition
the
of
fact that
parenting.
this was not a good calzone or a good representative of calzones, but that it was on the calzone spectrum.
Oh, boy. And this is how we taught our son about spectrums. Which is not a bad idea, honestly.
K-pop used to prefer the Hot Pockets from Schwann's.
Schwann's! Mr. Sharp family and my family used to do Schwann's. We were reminiscing the other day about the root beer float bars. Do you remember those? Oh, those are great. Root beer, like popsicle cover, like, you know, like dreamsicle style, where you've got like the outside ice covering, but like inside vanilla ice cream. Oh, it's so good.
And then I found
Root beer float pop. Yes.
basically that at Trader Joe's.
Yeah, Trader Joe's has a what do we call it? Duplicate? A dupe?
Cheeky used to babysit a little girl who said she was going to marry the Schwann's man so that she could get free food. Told her how smart she was.
Very smart. Very, very smart. You would love the root beer float pop, Annie. If you've got a Trader Joe's near you, they may have that in stock.
There are probably other brands
section.
out there too, I would think.
You know, but I've never seen one. Like when you brought that home, I was like, oh yeah.
Interesting.
I could be wrong.
Yeah,
I'm not out there casing the refrigerated.
All I know is that we talked about it, and then I saw it at Trader Joe's, and I said, well, I probably got to get that.
Well, you got to get it. That's the universe telling you.
Yeah.
Get it.
And he made it. Is a Hot Pocket an empanada? Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. More than it is a calzone.
Sephiroth, you don't see stuff like that in popsicles anymore. Last time you looked, it was pretty disappointing. Well, I would say that what you're probably looking at is like the narrow popsicles section in the grocery store or something where, yeah, you got like your Otter Pops and your, I can picture the, you know, it's like an oval, like little circles on it. They're like really bad popsicles. They're super simple. Anyhow, those ones. But there's also a wide world of like artisanal, fancy, smug popsicles out there.
Smug popsicles.
Smug popsicles.
That's what I always want. I want my popsicles to know they're better than everyone else.
Ooh, what flavor of popsicle is that? Sustainability. And eucalyptus.
Hi, Tally-Ho. How you doing? Is a Hot Pocket a ravioli? I'ma say no. I'm gonna say no. I feel like pasta needs to be like boiled pasta. Like I know that there's such a thing as like baked pasta, but I feel like you lose the pasta-ness of it and it becomes a bread.
Also, raviolis usually come in packs, and they're usually...
Yeah, you don't ever get a ravioli and be like, that's it. Although, I will say some restaurants' ravioli servings are darn close to that.
That's
They're like,
true.
You ordered the ravioli, here's 5 of them. And a drizzle of sauce. And you're like, look, I get that this looks beautiful.
Yeah.
And it is always more filling than I think it will be.
Right.
But not enough, okay? I'm not a huge eater. I don't like scarf it down, but it's really tricky for me to get ravioli from. I'm like, I have to really, really be in the mood or have eaten before I went out to feel like I can rely on the ravioli being filling. Sigh.
I feel like
First world
ravioli
problems.
is a fork thing, and a Hot Pocket and an empanada are a hand thing.
Yeah, like look, don't get me wrong. I would love an empanada or Hot Pocket sized ravioli, like a single one.
That
sounds really good.
Sephiroth said you can get a raviolo, which is a giant ravioli.
I do like that.
But how
it
is that
sounds
not a
good.
calzone?
But is it like hard, like toasted bread, or is it squishy like pasta? I'm so curious. All right. I feel like the progress that was made today was significant. Let's see. Is there anything more on the floor under here? Almost certainly. Let's see. That. So this is... Who is this? Oh, it's King Kong. And who is this? Oh, it's Ned Ludd. And some more brown 260s and golden 160s. trash bag, trash bag, trash bags.
Trash bag, trash bag, trash bag.
And, oh, wait, no.
Pants,
These are good. These are 6-inch link in white sand. Let's see what else we got under here. Oh, it's Sailor Moodang, if you recall. Here's the little Ned Ludd with pole to dismantle the machines. And here is Tiny King Kong. Roar! I'm so angry! Okay. Bags of trash. What's this? It's a raccoon. I don't remember what this raccoon was for, but it is one. Okay. I think we're doing pretty good over in this corner. And we'll do just like a sweep up of just the loose balloons. Hey, thank you so much for hanging out with us while we tried to make this a little more functional.
All right, see you, Jen.
Did you say Jen is heading out? Bye, Jen. Oh, post office, getting afternoon coffee. Hey, maybe find a friend to do those errands with you. Bye, friend. You organize things and like 5 seconds later you forget where you put it.
Organize too hard.
I am that way. I mean, the thing that I know I do is as soon as I'm done using a thing, I put it down where I used it or where I finished using it, which is not good, but also it makes a good case for storing the thing where you're going to use it. But that in a studio, that's so, because it's like I use it anywhere in this room. There are a number of locations in the room where I could use it. But yeah, I'm not the most organized person. But you already knew that, friends. You already knew that. You already knew that. A ton of work and very annoying, but so satisfying when done. Yes, I agree, Tally Ho. My problem is I'm never done. So I don't feel like I ever get to that satisfaction point, you know, where I'm like, hooray, I did it. Doesn't happen. Mr. Sharp brought me an extra water. I don't remember if I actually hydrated or just posed, so I'll hydrate again. I do know what room it's in, unless I took something from the studio to use elsewhere in the house, which definitely happens sometimes. Ugh, it's fine. We'll never be perfect. And this struggle against entropy is what defines my human condition. So I've made peace with it. It's part of it. And you know what? It was actually really fun doing this errand with my friends. It helps it go faster when you've got folks around that are chatting about what, you know,
That's
something
true.
similar, and they're cheering you on. So thank you for that very much. Is it completely done? No. Do I have more work to do? Yes, but it did get a lot done. So thank you very much, Mr. Sharp. Where are we going to raid this wonderful room of human beings?
Why don't we go see the Sushi Dragon?
It's been a minute. Let's do it. It's the Sushi Dragon, right? It's fantastic. Raid the Sushi Dragon. We actually made Sushi Dragon. I'll put in the raid here now.
We made Sushi Dragon.
We made Sushi
Nothing
Dragon.
without us. We made him.
But I'm putting in
balloons.
the raid calls. Do please, as a favor, a personal favor to me, copy and paste the raid messages so that we can send our love. Let's see. Can I'm trying to like copy and paste it and I'm having difficulty. don't want to copy the stream elements part. Just that part. Okay, copy. Perfect. And let's see if I can find sushi.
K-pop fan mom. You're the best.
Sushi dragon. Really? Is the sushi dragon not in my... Oh, maybe it's under the... Yeah, there it is. Open link there. Yeah, so we are going to go head over to visit this fella, the sushi dragon, who is just a performance artist who has really embraced all that is technologically possible.
I think I would call him a technomancer.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Technomancer, indeed. Well done, Mr. Sharp. Well
IRL
named.
anime character?
Perhaps. You're all going to love it. Thank you so much for hanging out. We'll see you tomorrow morning. It'll be a little bit late. It was always late. A little bit late because we're filming something. We love you so much. Bye, everybody.
Weirdo in a warehouse?